so any na ene eye anyway ene adwada obubu obusumi ya na igusu mu ne de toso aduo no afi MP no aduo no emiensa na mamse abodonko apa homiti aduo no ebaako na ene memanti dwumadie ne de bremo na memanti dwumadie me amidi ho chia me yefra me ADAKABRI Mahmudu Oshioma na production ebe nyina no ozi production no panyi ko juda me ado ene siri na aso na Majeri osai ajiman ena ono so obo yichi edom na fe just at the same time no say read the messages mfanche me nanaku free pretty girl ena ono so o service mrante kwa no emienu na fe yensan hwei na yemfasida emfa ema technical production abina frema abankro ena nana yaw safo na omososo ede ebae na fe yasan atoto na engineering for no achu agbo worker but yakwa na najare na nabu aje atasankroma yasane mrane se simpro na fe facilities group no big solo ena dada ena yaw ena sami ena Godfred your friend Ubrana na no actually no so no tetai mills ena ye kan okay iti mayenhwe said ye ebesi afa na de akwa awie yetena ase a enkomo no quite interesting and na yenhwe said ye ebesi akro chicha kakra ewo ho except to say partner chicha no just enye de on my own zemenkwa enti ebia na chicha no na a newspaper no so ewo ho na aseda kakra so ewo ho abusua papa John jikunkofo abusua so aseda ho empanifo no so beba betena se na yetime adwonjo ensemo a edaba maso economy a yes 24-hour economy and fariba ne ho achinyije no ye behwe se the city na John Mahama onukro yi a na kwesekwa asuo na bo ahina onukro yi aso na besan di NDC fuawu ana se ene ese odisi na awai oditare na awai na sa opportunity se EIU ene fix ebeka se wono obewini na face so no false start ene onyanya licensure na wakwaka na delegate de aba Mahama Groups na wakwaka boost profitability na fact check na ba false na sezi ayenye de ni cheze Mahama onu akwa asuo na bo ahina na say o sha se cheze EIU any fix ese obewini na fo obewini nsusu a teacher license no akwaka yebetwam na delegate amani muaye Mahama Groups afi na akwaka oh David trimuda na say de na akwaka boost profitability na fact check number false inti oye ne den na Mahama ko ni ho ahwa na betimi kura ba be so mu bie inti na chese de na ma pressure ba Mahama so sa talk so to be winning edia so nkomo na ekoso so wo MPP mu a ene de enipa na sha ase agitate se yempene emana nado onye campaign bi amfa ma Dr. Muhammad Bawumia na wa feel wa ose mahama ose efese nanado nanu yi free dodo hey na sa we chiche me ofa si wa ha ora beti ana etesa ababa wa pa na the way ya just analysis wo ye fa nanado ho no wo mu ankasa platform so na busa on say hey nanado obekofie pa anya abotre tietie ensam a omobe na wut meet na say present anu yi free dodo etimi ma ne medi ba omi achi eno so no chicha kakra ye de beba na yegusu na yetimi etie mu kakra afen susu yayi nipa bi adi enti afen na nipa na yayi o madi nso no ye list so dia ba say na ne mo yi we yadi we nsusu mu nyina die we nsusu mu nyina die edi mpanifo no nyina ye list tenten aje so mo so de kwakoma eye Jasin Kodua Frimpong oh lawyer abranti we pa aje se wo mo manu kosisa gina ye de emu aye o na no ba bi afede ai ya fe dambotwe na so ya fe dambotwe onepre wa bedi ko mumfa gidie nche Kodua mu na munya ya fe dambotwe etiene list so omo forward de akwa eye omo forward de akwa eye Kodua the sankofo se no refi omo so oyi obadi na se ehunu omo so se ayi omadi no so no ebi so chiro statement de aba nti ehun ensense ebi so edi eya frafranto birthday wo New York asempa ni eti ehun sam ebeba na yehwe se de ebesi afa ede akro enti yehwe na the inquisitor Democrat no na odibaye or say after MPP flag bearer race Tim Ken in a Nancy agenda and so or the Dr. Muhammad Baumia and Ken Japan Putraba Ken or no and with THD New York or call US it with THD Yakom Mr. Satami de Walandia the publisher, the Democrat, and also the new publisher. Yes, it's my letter, but don't publish my picture. Publish only my name. Angry Mangowa Gani yells at editor over West Blue Story. Any day. Ophobia na womune ja womubua networking ewo airport. Ahodo na West Blue for yaji adwumani free omonsema Unipass. Aba be ye adwuma no. And say West Blue for no. Almost say almost bi akem because na almost can you calculate no as a percentage of CIF and it's ntiasia anya adwuma and omode anantia and nanaya isare watchre da ko o waye nice pa gabi bishia no kumase na nidi ode ma me chia me kama na yire na nadwo aso chia me kama na so yaw nyame nhiraw entiaja African League Association is ala na wo mo akwaji case no na way and you say a director of legal at the finance ministry the letter what ye appear to suggest say West Blue may have a case after all. Now no and I publish it no about fair you didn't photo bet you anyone say yes it's my letter I don't publish my picture I publish only my name. Now obi o say mama publishing the picture as no more publishing the picture I don't know yes sir. What's with the letter? They go ahead. Me letter. At the family photo, me to say, my job will be hunu baby. Be no maybe free. I dance here. The Democrat and almost so at the bar, you know. Was say, Minia Clemens Jatu boldly confesses to Accra Regional Police Commander, I demolish buildings without any court orders. Task force on Ministry of Lands, government task force in protecting government lands in Yinano. And was say wakobu budan bi and fe the regional police commander friend no Clemens Jato say minua yes we say wo de ubu budan na nya kwato da bia na de bubudan so long as e betimi confirm say ya ba ya sase and so wo de abeto ase sa the statesman Democrat Ovia Japan and say wo hyehyɛ and or chia Ghana mampanyini na happy handshake Or say YEA to employ 20,000 artisans. Go you to if you work on me. YEA to employ 20,000 artisans. Govi, we will employ man over countries why employ. Na two no I bet hold mono. Da benda. In a new move of creating sustainable jobs for the youth and a statesman at the eba na a daily post and also so what timubium or say John Dramani Mahama, I will cancel licensure exams if I become president. Mahama and also so what they eba and just say delegate Moyano also denial of sole voters the right to vote affected all where constituency elections and chachuchi kata the course so nipa bi omo so hodom sa likpefoi ene akpafufu no ehun sensem ana aba etimi akwakofa ensemi so de aba beto yeso etima yenhwe said ebisi akro na the publisher no so na ono so ya say Mahama is a threat to Ghana Ghana's progress. Reverend Intim Fojo, deputy education minister na ono so de ebaye na ono so yenhwe said ebisi afa de ebekọ enti afe yenhwe the anchor newspaper so the last one yenhwe anchor newspaper so or say police pull brakes on Xmas demo rebels seek injunction against 3 rival groups targeting Jubilee House and approach for say bronyan nipa bia ye say ombekwa akoye kire na saa ye kire na approach for say ye makwan e ma saa ye kire ni nyina e ma nti omo de akwa dan court the court hwe na ontoto emfa ema wo mo daily analyst rather daily analyst na ono so no ode ne de ede ebaaye na daily analyst no de na ono so oka na ono so ne de ekowie se o say Mahama to abolish licensure and also Electrochem has invested 88 million so far. Electrochem na omutu nchine wada ahemfuni bi da wo mase na community ni bi so ebuofu a yente ase osi so far sika o mas de ye adwuma no akoduru 88 million US dollars na omode aba the national voice na ono so what can say or say don't politicize debates on 2024 budget. Doma East MP admonishes MPs or they buy the new independent also to say we will make STEM gateway to Ghana's education. Do you can't say I'm boatomiyam. No man a bit me a boy I may acquire no and I do education minister walking. Or say we will make STEM a science, technology, engineering, mathematics gateway to Ghana's education. Now, Kwalani na yama STEM no nye adwuma. Enti nana ya oduchum education minister MP for Bosomtwe and I can say the Ghanaian Times, Ghana's most authoritative newspaper. Or say we've not managed our economy well. Catholic Bishops Conference declares. Roma software na akwakoshi yamwa. Almost say you see Casamine and Tutu said it's economy no enye kura. Na daily guide no ono so be kan kire say Mahama groups over teachers licensure. Say John Dramani Mahama obe kan say licensure no yebetwam daily push capture ye no. Na no and daily guide kire say 2016-2017 academic year and yes a day a licensure eba na obviously na dan Kufuado na onya enwini elections intino academic year na from September 2016 na kwako end the August 2017 and na so winning elections in December. And you know, if indeed there's a publication in the Daily Graphic say Lance sure no shares here a year 2016-2017 academic year, then reasonably it couldn't have been said Nanado the Diaba into the Odiba, you know, on one say or Bessa Chem, Dana, and also no, or Wababecano. They find that the Democrat are and on also at the Abba or say MPA GSA reduce manganese in petrol in response to consumer complaints. Sir, National Petroleum Authority and the Ghana Standards Board and almost manganese a war petrol mono. Yafani atiso, then Crawford koto petrol and saying a can be jacky grim na a bosso na a fence distance no air bosses are and no I don't say sell engines and a National Petroleum Authority and a Ghana Standards Authority or more accountable mo say at the na or mobile at the free honum. Afe the Daily Dispatch and or not so or the way at the Abba or say reject political parties which incite tribal and religious sentiments. President Kufuado another Danko Kufuado and or say a party or no beba be say ninsem kan mu no na I say we free mu papa mu we sumni no that party no ma yento aba emfa emma no and NDC MP condemns finance ministry staff for cheering on Oforiata the nanaya kuntunkunko Oforiata na ono as finance minister na kwa parliament aba na fe ni motorcade di nanim na ne kare kwesio na staff of finance ministry omo line up etimi eman guard of honor there or the nkunim budget where the aba na interview edikan say enipa yayi omadie automatic forfeiture of membership na Dr. Richard Amwakumba na yane no edi nkomo kakra. Dr. Amwakumba ya mwa
Reji muso.
Doc na what you saying?
Oh, we are pa.
Jo. Na no memene day. And say Papa John Kofuo wasie ne yire wo amamre ne amane kwan so. Na enipa koboard dompem ekoja na yie no ebi ekoko frefra eye entoma ye design no eye afrafranto edidedem ana ye didi akire ebi soso ekoko efra kuntunkuni eye black ene no so mo sheche eye vote alan ebomu ebi soso ekoye eye onboarding and volunteering section and also umkojinemu na way and the general secretary of the New Patriotic Party lawyer Justin Kodua from Pong relying on various provisions of the MPP constitution so wunia se uko na uyi MPP candidate sin chen na ko support to a candidate other than the MPP Ninua, automatic forfeiture of your membership. It will be to say Nana Ohininto, former general secretary of the party, Ofria Kuntunkuni, and Okoko share a year a check, and now just a channel as a vote Alan into Ohininto Yamutu, Ujilan Cheng, of a Yabuabia Samoa, or also lawyer and former director of communications for the party, or also a question from Franto. A shirt one also agent and chain ansa na Bemen Boniface Abubakar or also former minister former MP or no or she tuntum dear as we teach the Matiachi Anna or Neno Echo Stadium ho Echo State House war into or no so no you know at the or no so no agent and chain. Now what do you make of Sir letter, General Secretary of the MPP, Watchro Ede Abba Abontini?
I know letter, no, just say, you come, Sanama, they do a far, they come as well, because they are party no na ahyehyɛ no saa nti ɛno deɛ wobutu a wɔwɔ sɛ ɔyɛ ano maybe wɔ hɔ a nkɔ yie ɔsɛ obi afiri atuntum na ɔnka ala nhwehwɛ na ɔyɛ ne nam a wontumi nka sɛ ɛno nti ɔdi afiri party no nti ɛno deɛ ntwa yie bia ne hɔ a ɛka sɛ sɛ ɔne madam wo yɛ aka na ɔne me so ayɛ aka daabi ana the fact sɛ ɔne ne di nkɔmmɔ no nkyerɛ sɛ megya ayɛ mpidi anaasɛ me support no asɛm yi nti ɛhɔ no deɛ ɔma nyɛ ne yie na in general no wohwɛ koraa the whole thing no ankɔ yie ɛyɛ nwɔma sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ party officials a na ɔmo awie firi baabi a ɔmfiri baeɛ party no yɛde numbers na ɛka so nti asɛm wei kyerɛmaten na ɔyɛ npp ne bɛni ti by all means bebree wɔ mu a ɔmo nim no ɔmo adamfo no no ɔmo nnua no no nti wopɛ sɛ ɔmo nyinaa firi party no ɛne ɛdɛ kyerɛ sɛ asante region ha bɛyere papa yɛn saa sɛ yɛtwerɛ mmara wɔ hɔ a nkyɛn sɛ asɛm si a mmara no kodwo na wohwɛ so de yɛ adwuma baabi sɛsɛ ɔmo kɔ yi wɔ mu no sɛ yɛsɔpɔto ala ne deɛ ɛne kwan so a wontumi nyɛ ho hwɛ na ɔmo a mo mfimfini hɔ no de nka deɛ yɛ no sɛ yiba ala supporters no koraa ɔmo nyinaa wonim sɛ na ɔmo yɛ mpisifoɔ ebi koraa sɛ koraa ɔmo yɛ mpisifoɔ wonim nti asɛm aba ne sɛ twɛn kakra ɛma wobu mfu sɛdeɛ asɛm no ɛyɛ wo nana bi asɛm na wodi akyi daabi yɛnyɛ no saa nti wobu ase wei na yɛ nyinaa abusua baako ho ɛna kasikasa bɛm yɛnkɔyɛ no wɔ sɛ wo ne ne kasa a yɛyi wakyi na ne papa ne wo ɛdeɛ na kyɛ sɛ wontumi yɛ bi ɛno koraa go against Ghana mmara freedom of association so ɔnyi n'ani sɛ mesɔpɔto no a na ɔne ne di nkɔmmɔ a wontumi yi n'adi fact sɛ wafiri mu no nkyɛn sɛ ɔyɛ tamfo daabi still madamfo no no wɔte ase ebi koraa ne decision sɛ ɔde kɔfɔɔ ne party no ne mpene so wosima yi wɔte nti wo party sɛ from the time a ofiri mu no mesoma ne ne yɛ aka anaa ne ne nkasa bi asɛm yi ɔde
nti fourth person no Hobson Adoye na Hobson Adoye deɛ ɔno grantee interview ɛna ɔka sɛ sɛ yɛkɔto aba at the presidential level no ɔbɛto ɛde ama ɛyɛ Alan Kyerematen but at the parliamentary level no ɔbɛto ɛde ama ɛyɛ MPP candidate at the parliamentary level tiɛnɛ general secretary so wayi na die no na gye sɛ ɔmpɛ vote no koraa sɛ MPP
and also enjoy you because we have freedom of opinion na some na drain oka on talk of some answer and what is enti anu no oka enye wode but entutu mi kasa okoye ho bibi ya to okakra e bia bet ma friend later say so you say you hu bebi a wudina you can say no can say no tikiri mu na abohu na wede kakra na oka na na wudina so entrafie Tambia ni eto abama yan yankasa candidate obi o ho president hu yen want to man no see a top skirt and blouse won't be there the two president for her yes parliamentary engineer happened da now then why you are some tell the who be there and this here the numbers na we knew no there will be a better India who you a better the naka elected officials on na aka wo ko dia ni is a team Mungo to abanye here. Papa, yeah, run party this way. I say, hear them. You know, your enemies. They are not your enemies. There are one more year to go. Anything can happen. Hey, dear, Messampo, Abba. Now, say, I want you to see. But I'm a more so.
Enti founding leader of the movement for change, you know. Or not so that statement at the time of Alan Kyerematen can say Montomami as the presidential candidate on the 2024 ballot. namonto emfa emma MPP candidate or various 275 constituencies no nti we no was a general secretary trial and so say sakasa no wonya say obe canvas for both ama MPP MPs at the constituency level ana
Assembly, when your friend overzealous, so obi aka asem no efa wo pe efa wo mpe so boss na obu efa o kama o efa wan kama yo kama wo no de open yo wan kama wo wo for the name say on fi we ni su kranko untimi yes and at the same time claim de open so na kasa na problem is I refu some say alan fi mu no untimi nfa no ne nta ho ni nkomo yes so nianom mamun kika hash things dia bia that meeting was abo no can say they say almost check party ni musa almost can say the mo check one something almost mu bi almost come market for no almost almost the meko ne go ba o ni that's what they say okay say that's what they say tuba ko you omu nyina so fe ade no hu omu po no ko you omu enti party yenye ne sa hin sam beba esem ya beba na wo na wa to boss na wa ka asem ama nipa akoma abafo sandete na we dey onya sorry ya say only experience okay only experience that's the problem when you experience ni ebe kana no atum kakra wo dey train kakra kra be bia one week na mu hwehwe mu nka ho asoma wo ba hu dey awesome dey we dey ka ya no abeka enye nsa
doc ma mensrew na mene nana ohini nto eni nkomo
yes
na thereafter no nkomo kakra so wa mesa afro am ye de ato aso na wetimi anya a better perspective of a normal akoso why
you
mesa afro right enti Dr. Amwakumba na yate ne initial reaction na yenya hoboa se yene former general secretary of the New Patriotic Party Nana Ohini Nto enso so entwe enkomo we are able to say former director of communications former member of parliament for Adentang he's just about preparing a response to the party and he say lawyer Yabwabia Samoa so finish with the prepared response public so yebeti the akoso yane nana ohini nto entwen komo kakra nana yamo aha
yeah no from
na nana yetimi from former general secretary of the New Patriotic Party ana
why not
and the former
will be a minister no free sure or a former minister will be a president no free sure or a former president
okay
and he will be a general secretary no free sure or a former general secretary and maramu be before be or her will be much them the end
you be maintaining a position ya with the mind nana unsa aka official communication from the current general secretary of the New Patriotic Party as to your membership of the party ana
Mira the women can be asa na the woman is on the pay and a radio station be sending me document be a press release almost says almost from party headquarters cafe mene for ba sambia ye nim say ye tie ye ni apani ala chi say wo pre contact kro abedi Ghana man pani no ye tie ni chi no party mra e che say wo ye sa pe na wan kasa no onye member of party ni beauty sakata na betu ga and na radio station na de breme ye no na me hu I don't know.
In the third letter I will refer to, the General Secretary, I refer to various provisions of the New Patriotic Party Constitution, primarily that deals with a forfeiture of membership and by extension, automatic for feature. Are you in agreement with the contents of the letter?
The thing is, we share that correct. The former general secretary and my general secretary of MPP almost 5 years. And I'm in party constitution. Na party constitution correct and correct say the party need candidate and ever contested public election. Young fans say parliamentary and presidential. Now one so it be a one cast our cast, mention me independent. Make a contested presidential. And now so the full cast of contested independent. Now we a party now than a deep Pepe or Bonting. A bond research any panel going to go to Chibia. Not as a winning party need you. Oko to Nina. If you go to a Bisam, name my new year, say, and correct me a general secretary. Mushroom party pay. 80 minimum self provision. Now, no credit, so support you be sad there. Not actually publicly, no. Watch they say. Won't a party member view. The party general secretary and the I know from sure. And I mention my imagine say, see how no. And I Martin so independent for presidential. Mention my imagine say, Macquarie, mention me from sure. And from sure I mean, yeah, and they say, Ghana, Miramono. I'm going to see how Hokkine get what don't pick or pet. And now a dear would you tune and your bonnet ain't young now. And no, with me, a bottle they would say. Sad degree and I say the managing of. And the person you know, may say, Answer Kran and Sana Alan Martin, every one among say were free MPP no so independent, you know. And you good so primaries, you know. And I'm a cat in penny for one of them. Make Cocan radio TV show, some of the Kaya, say, Media Misha, Ghana Hampany for me and the Ethiopian will move back about the year president after 2024 election. As I'm paying for me and saying, any Alancha Martin, Roger Mama, former president John Mama, and vice president Dr. Baumia. Now, sign the pay me and son of Sabra and make say, so woman don't party view, so woman non party view, and no dear never on a major city. Namum de hear me say, there be a gun at Gina City, and dear. You hear Bama beer, you hear the beer. Near air city, a gun at Samoa, I have a Ghana memoir, and then the whole casse, Yanka, Proyanicata, and what some say, your president, Dr. President Kupando, was shed that share who bought it, will be too sapama, say, or mighty some dear. People talk about baby amount for English being Tida. Not any, you hear the city. Now you hear on my easy country clear a car arm in game, and a tour, they say, a buying a day share a numeral and a Gumasua, and give me my Guman Peja. Now you're Guma, I'm not telling about where you school the beer. Now they say, you know, what's a $1 crano, and never 12 cities near Chida. We will be a walker raw material crab be a baby do her. Over near my baby, you know. What's a $1 and the Akoto for Fraba? This is all the didn't be quite anymore. I'm not any penny show a time. This is the Adro. Over your mamma, obey a vice president, by a president, you will be obey. You were about me. One not of the crowd, the mechanism chilling years, let's say. A brand and a good father in about 2008. And before any to know me yet. Na baby children. If you guys are young, you on your party member. You're talking me, no. Or your party member, on your 1 year, 2 years, 5 years mandatory constitution this year. On your I tell you, go good standing. Meaning, near see the be a car. It's your party, mra. And I could for the modern party work. I asked, you know, can you talk to her? And then, what kind of party for come? And he said, it's about ya. What be pa with custom. And you get into prayer, and it's any money, and nothing is here about for change, behind Kino. Young Pineno, not the constitution coming, young Phantom change. Now, or the doctor about me, I'm be different. A Juno, Bayamo, may or may see custom, any agreement to tears and it's your corner. Yanka, you don't say, what to a mampa. I feel a cat and Nukreni. I prefer me in my president for 4 cracks. I said, no. I said, candidate, a good for economy here. I be here with the antino. Se papa yi betimi aboa akufo ado na economy ho ne de ene ja ye de amemrenfe ne ekitu sampo enye kasei ade ba ko a MPP ko campaign na afei ko ma ko do se ba omi aso no ye candidate na esese MPP wo yi anu yi na to Ghana bo asum ene se do se ba omi na wo ka se economy ti emfa no mra no ene economy ni gina sei adwuma sem gina sei sidi dollar gina sei anything na ye mu binom ye ka say ye ko primary no me en fa Dr. Baomi enko na ye fa Alanche Martin because on there onya nye the vice president onya nye president ye hunu de ye ko 4 time ye hunu de ye ko 4 the time and so na be president dia and na che say Ghana fo nyina so be hunu adwuma be ye afi kura no enne Ghana for be ka che say politicians dey and one see ye shebo ikwa ye shebo ko woto abanuma wia na adane bi foforo meti maka na Ghana for be nsu be di adane say Alanche Martin a politician na or what credibility papa ya amount for be nyim ne ti no on ka na che wo sha promise alan on time kata over here no na juma no aye and no na Ghana for here to see and the to so me say Ghana constitution no en fact me no aye president me no en fa ma party e de ma ankro enti se obi ebe wini no ye party ni kra na the party ni mpo e ka kire the president ade we die ye ni do person ye ni so ye party ko no ya gire ye nke ye ni sei o ye president o na kuntu me kure o ka kire say na me president e ke so na say na kufu ado ye president MPP MP majority of parliament president no say ye hunu kan ka juma dia duro no ma ne nko no bi from that president kufu ado na me president ono ani bedi ampanso ono ani dia between them enti se wo ko he party nkoa na wo ko yi president na party for kura bibi wo party wo ni nyekwa wo se me nkuta tumi enti yamba wo bia yabe party for kasa ye ni ndala jamaten so oyo bia o kasa otie president ko fo sei ye hunu ne sa oyo bia o kasa otie na ku fo the presidency nyama bebre ka won ti obia me feel say ho ne dia ono aso se chentina wo tai Dr. Baomi echi ye tai Baomi echi eno de me gidi nka emo party no nanso party na take decision e wi a and ye wuntumi nko ho de ye betimi ye mu ben betimi aye ne se enipa ye nya gidi na ne dwuma a waye every time o ye ambassador every time o be ye trade minister for 4 time every time o san be ye trade minister for the time no ni awotimi aye no so o ka kira wo say metimi adane Ghana ni ma yisi katem ni egegisem emeburu benya adwuma ye mfiri dwuma bekoso a ye no krepa enye political talk enti enunti ena menso megidi say decision a meteki say meta Alanche Martin as independent no eno so nyam from so party for nyam from so o mo emra eye adwuma menso so nyam from so say me pdb a me de megidi say ebeboa me ebeboa MPP for ebeboa NDC for ebeboa wo mo eni party ebeboa bia nti me me
tie wasem ye dia na chese waje party no that letter general secretary ne chroye no say automatic feature no wo ho dia wo kra wo tie ase dia na obi bebusa say na needful say e wo say o chro sa letter no at the republic no without copying you.
Well, then the when you intino, and so crack because you see the Edro. A woman's a party number Casadi. Nanso, and I make a way. Party Muraka say, so being a member, on your idea in good standing now, on to me running me. And so, another good all the time. Okay, I am at the party provision to change. Mean Casa de Diana. That's how the Cotuaba. Folks in crowd, the material, or can I say, media. President de Alanche Martin na me peno na tuama no na mom se me MPP ni de parliamentary no me tuama parliamentary candidate home conscience no na de me hu say de lot here party actually say no crown party say yempe won to my president for vote me ni na ko ta na no so kwa chire and no na me feel say ho de well the time party ni gidi say beboa party ni dia wo mo take that decision na dem ni o mun ni ba twin bia wo kra
particularly wo Nana Ohininto, former general secretary of the party, ukuta a extensive following, integrity, credibility. Now, pundits are suggesting say the party needed to write about forfeiture of membership on the basis of two things. Say who provoke party no. Say what me akwa kufra kuntunkuni. Yenfira kuntunkuni enhye cheda. What me akwa kufra kuntunkuni tum. Na wo de yellow baseball cap akosha akotore ni mu say vote alanjre matne. Tosu mi no so wasa LED maba wane mrantie a yapem pamento mafra franto what lead omo ako table former president of the republic George Kunku forte ho chief of staff forte ho Mrs. Samira Baumiate ho lead omo ako chiachia na je say provocation at the highest order ankrofo ho osre papa ya nyi wadi kura free party no a na je say no ma be hadwene na yesa
oh me dey me wan put a work provocation assembly Challenge Martin started the independent campaign and then the young men are make provoke be and a mention of the Diana but you say
and another to be you
me say me is a provocation here because Martin also show independently and then all your answer number 10 owie efiri ho ba bi obekobia meka ne ho ne yeko gise bi a menhuru obi foforo bi ye ansa na menso na fa ba bi foforo enti no se obi koka se na ma social baseball cap na ma ye na no ye provocation bi a na se bi a nipa no ankasa so onye politically tolerant so because alan akire na institution pa se ala Martin the kase and I'm more to politically ni ya obia empenasem eni mujidi obedi achi eno de eno no kore na make say unim cause amenya across the country akoboka the general say wo ko dia anya yonsi na ye di achi akọ because enya wo nko ana party ya time we ni sebe ana say ya nyi want to me anya wo ni ala ne pe ye nyina ka ho na wo mo so mo ni ye mu bebere kura no o mo yi delegate album mu dada Omo yi free dada omo ye say dada engineer ye ba you know because any provocation there be that
say Nana obi to say Boniface Abubakar ono oshenata de tuntum ana one alanchamaten enam onko sheche bia onko sheche bia ono so adan na watna next door to Chiramaten into ono so yayi na die the party no hina modri Nana
so enra bi na wo kan you say me kura de me dem kan say you move no more ha ye me kan say krata yi de e ba ta formality keke because in reality no party no ya ye party from penny for action party and so sabi you and tell me go ha me kan radio show e be bibi you to me party program na state program am to me ko party na program let me nya go nya bon traso as a former general secretary na no ye nyi wo fi mu ndi we de krata akeke na me dem gidi se general secretary atraba na in reality no obi achieve wo parliament na ya boti impose we oye ana nipa in the empire primaries enyi ni free parliament akoso bebre nyam na meka obi wo ho a okọ parliamentary primary yesi we oye ana enti mo modern say mo wini enkoso enye na akoso no say party go no bi no sisi e be die tire na yesu ya twe ho be die ala na chi a ahia ebetuma ha party no kakra ebetimi o ni no bi akoso a yem pete ye be kan bebre
sisi a man ten susu bi buafu ama omoso ahase type letter akoma general secretary say e de general secretary wonyi owura Samson Kwaku buafu adi wonyi asarebedi akwadi wonyi eye Dapaadi, wonyi Kennedy adi, wonyi
Then the whole country, because region be a nipa hotter.
anti mrantia so wonyi Owusu Aduomi adi. Just omo list
Be a region be a Alan and Grove or party good, no be any more.
amewusu so no yanyini minister in free nsam ne nyina di na mrantie adwobra wana.
Oh, there be media. Oh, media na make and say ya no. Ade ba ko me gina so a me ka say. See be you di every MPP and every NDC and party we see anywhere di. Ghana baby a yi gina no. Me dem hwe mpanyinfo mmiɛnsa no a wɔn mu baako na deɛ tie bia bɛba bɛyɛ president no a Ghana for ɛnhwɛ alankyɛmaten because sɛ yɛsɛ yɛde party ɛbɛyɛ adwuma party nkoa contribution ɛbɛyɛ adwuma ɔman yi baabi a ɛkorɔ no akyea nyɛ mmɛ nkoa na mɛka yɛsi kasɛm amammuo no ankasa a ɛyɛ governance issues look public procurement yɛsɛ yɛka ho asɛm a ɛyɛ bebree yɛsi yɛka corruption ho asɛm a ɛyɛ bebree eti esi ano ehia panyin foforɔ bi
a mitio nana
say deɛ Ghana aduro no ɛnyɛ party nko asɛm ne yɛka yi o yɛhia ɔkanifo a Ghana fo bɛnya ne mu gyidie sɛ wei deɛ ɛnyɛ political talk political promises te sɛ deɛ traditionally politicians yɛnim yɛn no Alachamati nyame na medi ne ho adanse. I'm telling you. Obia nim the kind of politician Alan ye wa ha say. Ye call TSO's meeting. Openi ba ko ka say. Alan, enya asem wa ke be ka say politicians there ya tia. And so eye wunti ye gibi say de wo kan. Ubetimi aye. Nyam na me kan aye.
In fact, panyini na some kind say adia ya all can no yate de watwere no ya hunu bi pen na when it comes to implementation given who Alan is no so implementation obetimi implement adia watwere no
sa na Ghana draw sani pa ni here on political party ye here will be a Ghana for no adodo obedi adanse say we di obae no and she say on the two horse so you minister keke onya nye vice president onya nye president and she say on the two horse it will be peje enuma it will be emma omaiti kasem export ni ade ekoso say we di na make o ma hwe ya ye be kika nsem bebre wa bonten because eduma alajamate she say so person ye de ma ekufu ado abai no cabinet kura jitu mu ye nya report bi sa no Kenya nyama bi na cause na nkrofo bi no education na say na otumi ye ni kakra otumi ye no mpo no from ball look at it and is any break catch na say mo for mining shaminsa na metima pagya no a ye nyi ni chim enya normal regular politics na ala boy na me nso sabi wa waka ena no kura nso me no sabi o me wo politics no die sabi oye nyina obi ehie sika dia kofi obi ehie bibi kakra nanso o mine som no di kan a na beboa ye mu binum saa dwene ne saa koma na ye bosum o mine nti se wo hia me na me nyesika ni asabe ebi a eno so ka ho pada nya me ya enhame me dia me trenya me se nyankopon ma ye mu binum kwan ye beboa Alan na ye nsum Ghana one term pe 4 years pe Ghana so ankata so bi adansi
tire kra na ukoi na watifi dia utumi advice ba how you coexist with each other. What can be say yenye enemies eko wie say na no Heroes Park Kumasi Sports Stadium frontage way na Alan eti second canopy no ase nti mpanifo so eba no ehɔ na ɔmo ka besi na ɔmo si anante ntina kanchiachia no ya chia de afri nifa no so na yɛde akɔ vice president ebai na obeduru ye no wɔhyɛ ase so ɔchia no mrantie ne mabaawa a ɛhyɛ movement for change entire no ebo chenku barricade alanchrematene sɛ ɔmo ma vice president ne yere emechia no fearing Alan may be disrespected as some time back. Ye see ye. ɛna ɛno etwa mu ɛkɔɔyɛ ansa na Ghana mampanyini baayɛ no ɔno deɛ ɔde ne car no move forward bɛyɛ 3 canopies ɛnti na kyerɛ so wa bypass kyerɛmaten ɛna ɔno so si ya ɔkɔkɔ kyia mpanimfoɔ subsequently no kyerɛmaten no ɛsɔre kɔɔɛ but ansa na no kyerɛmaten mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa many of them ɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo chante ɛyɛ moving for change no woyɛyɛyɛ Alan Beba no then we are led to believe Ashanti Regional Women Organizer Nana Mampuma also galvanize women organizers bi and almost do a handkerchief almost ye duku woyɛyɛyɛ about Umia Beba in the end there was what the journalists put down as a clash of Chirematin and Alan supporters war a year no ase a honum going forward baby bebre how would you want to see both supporters act within means and spite each other?
Well, from Paul, me da say the see my son okay no na me ho enti edom no be pay so ala na nim ho a me say vice president na e ba no na me ka say oh vice president dey na mo ma kan no mo say yempre enti bi sada so be ni ibnum ka no mo say na nye vice president di ne ire na say yo mbu ala na nim ase da mo say onya am say bi go ala na nim ase wo public and them say meet it na namsho but you know mo akasa say you ye bewie ye nyina no eye e bi ebusu ba akọ na bibi kakra na efi enti no me dey me den say ankọ ye say ntokwa obi di nsa ka obi ana obi ekra politics mo dey ya na some of these things no kombo yeah kakra bebo yeah kakra beba enti but afutu aye ndi man say nye say dia obi ayala bibi guna ni mo ase abontin ade yenso yenko ye bi sa edo de men ko aso men tu sa fo no say obi anye fa
nana ohene into yada wase reaction to party letter omode aba na se bibi kire yadwene so a ye beba bebusa nemum one would think say more miensa the NDC the MPP movement for change munyina no mubetimi ama mo plan na mo wo no plan no enye manifesto plan no obi abe prepare ne de na matwe adwene siso ne ehunu who has the better plan Ghana for betimi age atomo na adwene wo sen
oh from boy no kra de ya chekura dodo because see e ka say o ala jamaten de ne plan no de atu jadada implementation scheme and no budget no say yan tuyabo afena na one no plan or their to jano your mama am been to gasa and about me answering yan fair been to gasa e di no more media no mo press wo mo na mo create platform na you your mama only ala chamatin and about me obi answer na wo mo be shate say wo mo ye campaign no o mo me gina TPS wo mo me ansa ni yenye debate no mo nka se nwie na Ghana for assess wo mo ansa na wo ma conform say ye campaign me de nka ye me suggest no na me feel say yenye lose ampu ala for the last time what to dwa if Thursday we see from free abem and na afei wo hia akuaku ahodo adwadifo adwuma wura nom oman akuaku ahodo amayesem ene oman yie die eda wo makoma so woni wo nyina kasa echerechi wo mu ebi ni se okwehia TSUC nti wono de ala na din kan enti more media for more media platform eni mani mo ya na beni hu ni ansa ye fo mo ti timpi so no bia makina sem sa Ghana for be hu ni se de make ene na ye no kore ene be bo Ghana for ala adwuma wa ye ifin ni mranti brim e tribra president Kufuor ba ye oba politics mo direct obey ambassador obia oye ambassador otimi lead ema agwa eba Ghana ma Ghana adwadifo ni mfiduma yefo yetimi de niema kwa America koton trade barriers ne custom restrictions there dey be believe ho waka ho papa na millennium challenge account ka mampani Kufuor apen so America for the bebu ayen oye ambassador no odi mu kese pa oba be ye minister eduma or the adinchire by a present for G2 more PSI. And Chene, a bet, and they and had come and the cassava starch. Betting there, one more cook, but repeat a one, a Dihutica, a treatment. For bar president, the Kufa do a bresso, one to say one factory. One is one factory. Yem ye be for the Duma, na car, yen ya car, Mloha, near me factory, sir, a ye car, parts of Ghana. A ya may say, Ghana, businessman for now, Omoton, use cars, and say, Alan, and now I'm a car for Ghana, and now Omajuma and Kosho. Alan, you know the Katayan, only garages 1 minute here. No, Katayan say, and she say, yeah. Me dia tuja banya dia tum se me pambre ni ntino me pese mo mo ye ka adwuma no e ye ka dada ka dada no mo nka mo ho mo fo mo company a e mo duro na abrofo me free abuchi ba mo no mo nye partnership. That is one. Aboso kai for so mo to spare parts dada no ye the ye factory a e ka renew brand new part e wo Ghana ha mo so mo ka mo ho mo fo mo company na mo nye partnership because the economy no ye ntimi ntina ka dada ho sa forever. It's a set of my economy. Near before for a deb way. And the idea, Juma, I give it a miss Regan of what say. I didn't cheat, yeah, and I did the bois, there's a kufa buying, but the bois, there's a kufa buying. So I'm not a tear more. A crow, I know. Then I could do this on the other question.
Incidentally, so the time I'm watching Chiano, Mudu days and national officers of the MPP at you know. Mr. Could be an anabi near the Omojimo Fesso. I said there was only one lady, Penana, Ujinechana, water to a Boardeba Park, and also Chamatia, you say. But other than that, no, a national officers, no, a Chiamo Kama and display any sense of acrimony beyond. And I'm on your
oh, yeah, they see how more come. But me, Chiano, can never know. The General Secretary, too. I could be, and then Payphone, I can almost see a but Alan should tell me that she are more now. Immediate man, shut down your body language, Biasa.
And to me, I sort of make an answer.
Yeah, make body language.
I wish what the Obidi said a year when Hineba Matupuku Prempeh did very well. Said Nano, what Chia Vice President Dr. Mamad Baumia, or Bonmua Sibao, no Chiano. Incidentally, Kumanse so no, what Chiachre Martinino, and then he bowed. Hey, Napo, why are there? That's a
anyway, and then when you look at you, what do you know from?
And then I ain't just Nana that's it, and the and like I said, beam Nana or Hini in two, and Yatin and Kano, a Nipa for na you Modiano, a former director of communications for the MPP, former member of parliament for Adengtan, a lawyer, Wabia Samoa, Onusu Gusu, warrior the preparation to respond to a party, no, as a wafofishing the membership. Na Baba Boniface. I say, hey, Wafada Kabri to the whole yasi. Good afternoon, sir, Wafada Kabri. My man is airborne inside Kingsland, and I'm locked down to the show with Angela Kosuya Kwandu Amwakon, aka sister, inside Coventry. Alfred Esrifi Sari, a.k.a. Shaggy, and Elizabeth Asante, both inside Northampton. Augustina Mami Dufie, a.k.a. Rekua of Peckham. Peter Che Champon, a.k.a. Master P. And Amanda Sewa Siedu, CEO of Mandy's Collection, inside Northampton. Queenie Everlove of Nottingham. Janet West of Jenny's Kitchen, inside Northampton. Nana Kurama and Doreen Opokuya, both inside Wolverhampton. Kofi Frimpong in Queensbury. Cindy Ajosai of Taunton Heap, Selassie inside Coventry, Samuel Lawe of Southampton, Isaac Asamoah inside Bermondsey, Felix Owusu inside Milton Keynes, Betty Teteroy of Enfield, Dr. Caesar Dakwa, a.k.a. Akos of Peterborough, Samuela in Cancer, a.k.a. Akosio Fuwa inside Polar's Hill, Anita Entry of Manchester, and then Nana Slaikote, a.k.a. Sly Popo inside Walthamstow, the historian of ADAKABRI. Really, people really take a cue from your historical analysis. You do. Keep it up, Wafa. Also, warm regards to Linda Anson, a.k.a. Abna Tasty, and Ivan Sudro Anson, a.k.a. Jojo, both inside New Jersey, Jimab Mafu, a.k.a. G, inside Pennsylvania, USA, and Lobo of Bronx, New York. Fantastic show by all standards. Master P. And now, Odibaye. in the studios interview no ebesan atoaso but in the studios no Atik Yakubu of the MPP watena say Safo Kantanka of the Movement for Change watena say Sam Jerome of the NDC obetena say Safo Kantanka memo watena say
ofa ya eja many ajese ma be pie ha ene wie
minim so kuma say na say ya import o say afede ye be import mu nyina de mo bankran na mo ba be communicate
ofa me won cry
oh one cry
oh yeah
mate aya de Atik wo so memo watena say
me da say
be ma fefe
ofa
ejade ma mitimi wo fufu si no ho akwatua mu ofri nkrafa uber kodi sa bankran can you imagine ni ma mi wo fufu si no ho akwatua no wafa uber afri nkrasi akwatua jenjamo so akodi fufu na san yaba
ofa me PSC o
we PSC
it's not give so
o the PSC for so ya na omuti ya na nyansa nim kakro
ene ke chefo
oba ne woda na be ma ne woda omo first born ya na won tanye say okay but you're a great guy and I know where you be out and somebody was referring to it and relying on it and I thought say oh Atik what your name the tenses the logical delivery you did very well with that piece why are there pa that would make sure some fan penny for me without offending any of them I just say yahwe right and the answer as interview no be san ba so bi mu no Safo na dear na vice president mu a oba be chia Alanchematin a musimum percent na yire be ba be disrespect Alanchematin no na mo barricade Chematin I embarrass a friend vice na some man me chia I don't know yes sir
of asem ya obusa me yon me sha se fin kan de si wa abra yetna say as yeba no mo chiche nkonya no nti political parties for baby obi atna and no more movement for change for a block a whole session say yentna na ye peja ye mu akochia ye man panyin kofo aba o ye ko ba ya MPP for no mo ti yen say omo sorry na omo spread it out e bia betna tna baby ani yetete no nti yankofo ni bi and na AI kasa ye busa ma den na masori abetina ya konya so obaba koso ye women organizer for Bono East kasa oni ye kasa de na ntwaye in fact me hwere ade pa nti me de me bomani twa me nkofo ni bi na omokot na etwe nti yete omochi say 2 seats behind them because one of them amaye ho nyina blocks ni nyina amanfo tete ho NMPP fa ewe yensa ne fa so na yetete ho na kasa twetwe sa ofa na eni enyan afede ye nkofo ne bi so enkote a oba na se ofre national security abegu yeso adena ye ne yete ho na ye ne ye pese ya twe se ya shentuma na ye de ba be di ho fewo se den vice president ba na ye ne ya ansori yes I mean na ntwaye nti kuma senso de wani tia ye fie no ye diem omo kodru ho na omo DB ba no omo start aluta wo ye so dada enti yankofo ne hu de econom se no nkofo mogu aliyera Alanchematin enim tia too much entumi nkoso ewo kumase de bia no de ensi enti ene pam no try no onko baby yenso ye papa ntena ne baby eni say ye papa yankofo bi ema ekase omo ma no enchia no because obai why heko betwi afa no so den na chese obechia no ye hu ye we akofo fie we de si ye omotwam oba no eyi nani ma no nti sa nema no I think say Alanchematin any movement for change there ye na ha MPP pa na etwa omunso no mo na onim say ade omodwen Ghana ho a enye ensese ekobasa because we a battle of ideas adwenche politics adwenche MPP NDC anye enne ye papa ode na enum onyamba beta MPP achi all these years afi wa hu se MPP no fa pema ye gina so di bu editete party no omo deviate kakra omo ndisa principles na so ebi ni equity accountability sa enema na ye nananom empanyefo gina so de bu de chechere party no ye papa ba alanchamati ehun sesese ano MPP na esi wanye MPP na ode nanum onyam beta etwe no nti ye na wate no nti no na emi say ha pa but ye dwen Ghana ho enye party bi ne we nti of adom be ye bia no ye de we are focused ye need that Ghana ene mabuno ye omo hia asem so na ye papa Alantra Martin vision or there ba eno na ye pese ye hwe na ye solve ma obi ahun to no enye ntokwa na omo di twitwa ya kwan mu no kra famedasi
yo atik
ofa
the see kumase say in anticipation of say Dr. Mamadou Bawumia chia Alantra Martin na na yiri di na chi and not knowing ye bi na yiri be yenti no omo movement for change for a barricade Martin demonstrating say ma fence vice president chia no going forward youth no you see a person resolve issues are affecting the Ghanaian, especially the youth. Is that the way forward?
Yeah. Offer the comedy in Chabema 84 and things there's some misconception about what happened is you for President Kufuor Honor. Rakwana Omabichi during the 1 week celebration. No, think and Vice President Ebesim Chemu and Obi Ejina. I think the ADC. If you video ADC Ejina say Alan How. So he came back to greet the reading echi. Offer in Chiano, you move a meet him the message and I said the woman prostrated. She prostrated. We share the other side of the video on the buy from the office of the second lady. She prostrated. And if say the woman intentionally did it, and I said no, Onya Alan in India, she wouldn't have come back with another video showing where she prostrated and they all left. And she
nodded.
Yeah, she nodded. She offer. So not the Nisabia. I
She nodded.
Of a prostration. Offer. It's even in terms of religion, in terms of worship, prostration. No, I can go down with my forehead on the floor. I can go down with to my knee level. I can go this way.
Now, one more interpreting.
But
offer. State House, you know. Ni kunu chia Jomahama, also chia Jomahama.
In short,
it be BSC when Timmy and Chian in Sem. This time run no. If you could correct situation no, and so no, and renters were barricade. To going forward, what do you want to see?
Offer. In short, when you do we are dear home, na say and as I say BC, na say over back, ever man rebuttal on it, also over correct ya. One catch out trimpono. Say I deal with that in ye. It wasn't deliberate from her side, or say any deliberate. And she coming back, no, with the other part of the video. Argued on Balco obey Pia say and yes, no. It means that she herself and our entire team no. Who say in charge of Sanke and Sergi because NDC for no ground, yeah, direct opponent, they've been an opponent over the years on no ground. We shake hands with them. And down for. Your bad studio senior number you know boss why you bontia discuss other matters. I have been Samuel special assistant for more than 10 years now. And all the time, NDC for with their help, they send me message, me here on board way free. I ring the meetings, some of them private meetings, they go meet them and they resolve their issues. It is our politics of antagonism, no. We've gone past that time, that era of politics of antagonism, no. Now say, we are time for we new way in Canada. We've gone past that time. You see, the common enemy to view all the youth of this country, being it MPP, NDC, PNC, and all that, the common enemy is poverty. No, that is our common enemy, poverty. And he said, and I make more power. Now say, Minya Edemagbana, and I say, Ayadoku, at the business bar. No, I can say, yeah. I say, yeah, I'll go do the business with him and make money. Money doesn't know political party. Hunger doesn't know whether we are MPP no and I say this ni. Come by a chobia. Eti as Safokano, it's a quarter of ideas. Let us go by our ideas. Alan is saying he's bringing something about industrialization.
GTP.
Yeah, he's bringing something about industrialization. Maybe just because Dr. Baumia officially found the campaign message but just maybe.
And at least Dr. Baumia has indicated he has his own priorities based on his vision.
Yeah, maybe he can come and say, you know what, I'm coming with a digitalized economy. Then near business said, digitalized economy, no, what does it entail? How do we track each and everybody to open the tax bracket? Because currently Ghana share 10% penalty taxes. So how do you open the tax bracket? Is it property rate? If you're going to go by property rate, how many people, those who have lands, are they going back to a lands and lands commission to re-register with their details so that everybody will be taxed on? So these are all the questions that will come up in case an issue of a digitalized economy comes. Because him say so so in the event that just 10% of us and I hold the whole country because I'm a taxpayer, direct taxpayer, 10% of us and I hold the country on when we broaden it to 30%, 35%, will we need to go out? Will we need to go out to borrow money so our debt will keep going up and up that the future generation will come and pay? See, and this area and in the long time, so many years, they have not brought a policy. They have not brought a policy. The whole nation is discussing on the 24-hour economy about offer. Now, in charge offer say, my first degree me HR, and now master's in some HR. So I understand some of the things and there's some of the loopholes that comes with the 24-hour economy, and that's a debate for another day. Yeah. I understand some of the things. So Oko TV, so everybody is discussing it, punching the loopholes. Phrase such as a coup implemented in 2017. No. And just say, yeah, usher herself from the 2012 for the phrase, and just say, it was a perfect plan. Oh. We over the years, there were critics, source of funding. How's it going to be run? In the year, I did do something. So, as of when 2017, no, from 2012, I ended for some punch, no, he was able to close all the loopholes. And moving forward, no, it is up to GTP people to bring up their policy and say, okay, we are going by industrialization. Okay, if you are going by industrialization, is it a state is going to build or is going to be private partnership? Then so the idea about no so much share. Oh, is it that if you are going to go by this way, how are you going to go by? How are you going to get the money? Because everything has to do with funding. And this is for some of the about. So far, in the last 7 years in opposition, the one policy they've brought is 24-hour economy, and you will debate them on that squarely.
Right. Enti yebeye ho adwuma na ye de ehunu na ye hwede obia e de eba say ye industrialization say ye digitalization at least with the great consolidation transformational plan GTP we are waiting on Dr. Muhammad Baumia say one so ordinary idea beba na ye nyina ye hu the way for ye ne Dr. Mwakomba en conclude with the earlier interview earlier on Dr. Mwakomba had submitted based on information MPP General Secretary Nipa 4 be automatic forfeiture of their membership and or say yin crofo dia me bedru baby the national officers or corporate officers of the MPP into yensan to Dr. Mwakomba was say yensan can be mo yo now we can say over John Dramani Mahama, is it a faux pas of whatever it is? Sir, as a woman na chileno, Ubia NDC for na grumuno, so be take over from Mahama. It Yakoma Mahama winning this time, as a acquire critical. The critical no so no, as a missteps me, and as so far abba, as a ungaining traction. One. Wakwa kasi ubetwa licensure mo. Licensure so no as per graphic publication 2016-2017 academic year. that was at the time no John Mahama and now Oye president. And then also was council to say I boss or more profitability now a negative during your friend say Akufuado a pensui. Then fact checking would want us to believe say it is a false statement that Mahama why. At the end of year as a onyasa mistake, how does it impact on his current journey to become president again?
Well, I didn't know that. And so they are no count, they are not just yet in danger. And yet, time behind, I was talking and some said, oh, you're a newsman, and I will be so, you're running for president. They also a company, the obey any years, if you're away. Your name will be a very back, a very same. So, and common my promise with you, and it said no. So, and you have only will be quiet, given no more casinos workers, they so good into only son. I don't know what is happening. So, no, I don't know, you are being a catcher and what is it? Being every day again, one cancer, no, you banner, and I was work for cancer, or cancer, no wrong. And so many, most of the time, that's what happens. Always so to say, will be already again, and no one some say, maybe I'm a corner one kind of work for cancer.
Now, what can say? Don't Dramani Mahama. Say, Kobus means any Chabu Aircoafi, and ye as a flag bearer of the NDC. Na Adena as yet, ultimate for plan be ma, and says, this is what I will do in the next 4 years. Some more mamma quine, and my bear president be ma. I didn't see the quine.
Oh, you're happy because they say economy is the worst it has ever been. So, I do come my promise. The answer is one out there. My best so corner mouth for say, promise my order by I want to manage. So, they also are very careful. But here's what I can some markets, yes, sir. So, 2 year economy, you no quite good enough. So, that is a real achievement. To me, I do not 2 years. Onka, over chief government, so Obama government try to work. So that is what is needed. Things like that. You have to make a new promises. You may be Uncle Suhuti.
You may be Uncle Suhuti, you may be Uncle Suhuti. But the new paradigm, no one would have thought, say, any EIU, any Fitch, almost say John Mahama, be winning elections. No, so be winning elections now. One would have thought, the constitution is a young to my leader. One can say to my political party. I didn't know about the old order. Say, oh, train, I'm a NDC about a year manifesto, and then you move yourself around the NDC manifesto. As opposed to who leader, no, bring about your plan, not a manifesto, your plan, and the party then moves itself around your plan to make a manifesto. When is it lost on John Dramani Mahama?
It seems so. I am too cautious. I said, to me, who then the YSR this time around too cautious. I said, oh, yes, sure, Papa Bisa. The first time I kind of was so cacranas. He said, I don't know what is happening because maybe I would precarious. So, Kokika and somebody, baby, my promise said, MP, my promise, no, no, I had and then I want coffee as well, and also me as well. Until you can't call Mama and I know deep down. Tackle the small things. And don't make it money for home. For example,
Next, Oblu, such chance we pay and me and NDC and power. Doc, what will remain of the NDC?
Oh, not just I asked some cry. Just a way there. There are two practice on the amount. So, they are kind of over you don't kakra. But they have to call and Papa. So because he wants to talk about big things. But this is not the time to talk about big things. They're killing in every day. Until they have corner and you will be easily corrected. And then there was no concept. No be as well as the Okani no correct. Next time can some markets you one district, one dam names and ya dam kakakan bufas kumilipan.
But is it fair to suggest John Mahama may be dithering on who becomes the running mate now?
I'm sure he's thinking about that. I don't see a dilemma. So only Nipa before Jane Nana Jima say yes, he may want to go with her again. But also gauging in popularity. And they say, "Oh, they never come on, send obesi abo." They want me more consider, and it's just a so fun. And so far, be out in the Bema, not a channel. And I was all in. So, and least sentiment and quality, and confined to read them, name on the safety. The work now, I yesterday only name get along very well. But on the way to Babua, because we are Obama, not be the
Now, we say 32 years of a fourth democratic dispensation, 32 years, no, MPP, a year running mate me and son, two of them Muslims and then one non-Muslim. And this is a 7 running mates, 7 running mates, so where you are, one Muslim and 6 non-Muslims. Now, NDC appear to change their running mate every 4 years. Almost me ama aban mu. Nti ubusa ho say based on that no na Jane NDC tradition say ye kwa elections na running mate ye wini a ye repeat you na ya penny pafoforo no ebetia na.
Oh, that is good advice because I all the running mate mama I was at sister picture. So now so all the running mate them now and no answer picture no one can lose one and go find example. Funny okay and old things are no and fanoma. A warning to you one kasa. Walk of an aba or say or yet energetic so say or now who can was through and I said, "Oh, she can have some so amount for pay, move a show much in some worker." You didn't pay no assistant picture. So one can have more now, only excited now. No, the excitement about. So I'll go find about now one fine excitement of it. No one's I lose work on there. And so I'll find them because the first one on any gauge now, they say, you know, or just, but I saw make us say excitement. Experience one. I don't think so. On the best way.
I'm glad to alert you, sir. Nkoma yedi, you know. John Dramani Mahama, former president of the Republic and current flag bearer of the NDC. He listened to you earlier. Quite an interesting submission you were making about MPP. You know, and he's a bit surprised that this time round, Yabani Bekon and Asamoah was saying, and you're deliberating more. You're deliberating more of these MPP. Almost here, I'm going where they don't know. Yaman and you know, no, I feel that, or shall see. It was addressing that time you will tell you addressing pertinent issues of reason a bit me up one course na or far no affair.
Ideas, so yeah, I buy no yes, I mean, my example. On says say Doom Saba, or your idea and Sana Oko, and Doom Sano Koi. Saba, last time CNN headlines to say Doom So is fully back. What you say? Area was as we go forward. Area was they say you know Mukasan who say on the Kaka Muhi ever yom nama. Because there could do
perhaps build Ghana toy, you know. At the end of the day, na best person John Dramani Mahama should tell a year the host for no so Coco in this build Ghana toy.
Oh, they may say no answer on your own focus on a few things. No one to me. On my suggestion, not just suggestions. They say on your president, but still no, he can do a lot of things. Now you high idea, and I make a training show. ECG here by year. The same $20 million or so be bigger. They need money to back up their operations. Only Sika. They just guys are Sika go. So, do a while, doom so, I have give papa. What do you do? Can answer? Look at the years in our stop. And the phone on something like that. You no market you. na omu hiasa anyo ono ne sika na ode kɔma omu ana on tumi ntia cha sika mpo sika exchange. Mom, you can come up with a program, say your friend of electricity, advanced electricity credit. So, advanced electricity credit. Let's just say, Mimi says, you do so now. A hamia says, okay, say, you care 1,000 cities advanced creditor. I can't be as a weaponry, and not many electricity. So, me assure say, you put the brazen or more. And please say, you have to my baby, sir. When phoning because you are banned. Yes, you cannot answer, you cannot demand easy here. Now, can you know also all the time? You be a watch on. And I was thinking, no, you get credit for it. It's also what you that and son, a crack when you're credit. Do anything. Things like this. Abandon to me, yeah, you should try it.
Okay, Tino. Just before you go, suggestions emanating from MPP quarters. Say Dr. Muhammad Baumia, or no, just say, ancestor or Makwaima, Nanado Danko Kufuado, ebedini campaign no actually be brave. And yes, sir, Nanado who was she Crawford the BT Dr. Baumia. Do you agree to such suggestions?
Oh, me and I'm kind of rather. Me and I'm kind of rather because Tama Baumia supposedly or winning. That is what another claims say. They are cancel their campaign about Baumia Abaum. And I mean, next time, my friend, I'll catch you. There is any some and he's some more man and not to be in baby because when you know on the best rubber. Because I'm not a vice president. If you are an ecosystem, say, what I say, I'm out for both. I want your president to tell you are working hard for you to win. Who coffee so up as all now decided to say how the party should go, how the country should go. Why? Oh, yeah, the any assembly. I didn't want you. Who also also now decided what we should do. What be impressed. So, if you don't anymore, we make a process to say, the same time, the image in Adani poison. All the good humor and the wow.
President of the Republic, Nanado, the image I say poison. Would you good so
I'm telling you, in terms of campaign, yeah, about my idea, about him, about my anticipation, no. Now, be a MPP president, about my new what I say, what to be that. And it's a quite the and we are so divided, say, it is not attractive, so on only the DNA. On territory, na Omuahom. It's all no need DNA, I told them I'm concerned that I'm more fees and MPP person. I'm giving you advice. More far, your mom first one, more.
You, Doc, you better was it for now. Yaminchao. Right. Inti Dr. Makumba and I otene Cicero. Na Sam Jerome of the NDC so ababedru. Na yinti some of the snipers of comments on pro government pro MPP platforms so suggestions say Nanado okukudi Baumiechi. Why are these suggestions say to okukudi Baumiechi? Mamintie kakra we dey nkonkonsa na yehwe atik whether ube authenticate such voices and mamintie kakra
kotai men kasambre na dey who can say Dr. Baumia we winning na sorry anona. They will sit down with the president and the people. They will discuss how they are going to use their strategies to, make it look good for Dr. Baumia. Na mokra mo the platform itu. Emo your concern. Na moka to mo tia de no mu. Omo your concern. Ye nti Ghana na Dr. Baumia beka say 11 ni ma enje. Mo nyina mo antibi. Omo tia na omo nti. What is that Dr. Baumia kotra baby ka 11 ho asem. Na dey who ka to no sabi onye nipa mo jam family mu. And I'm more cat on Kamaka and Tina just say, on baby. Doctor, what job with Chichran Crawford? Who got on himself was all distancing home from all that has gone. Of course, he's part of it. You don't mean but to two bogum, said you be make a job up on Tina, you need message in it. Of course, we have message. But we also have issues and also a hard dream. And they are going to think about that. So why are you people worried? So Kasim, the office say, already. Monka, meaning maybe an adventure, but no. But that is not what the party is going to do. Because me honestly, even at this age, you know, Obiena no cry na misro because last day I say the person to aba. Not just say what do you don't care about other people. People don't talk like that. No to me sabi na no to me freak. Can I the problem but now was say communicators no koye ho adwuma. But when they know that. They are going to work around it. So don't worry yourself too much. Kasi me wana dwen wo so wa wadwen kasa na ye kasa. Nti man kan chane so kasa on dwen ho. Wo enu sa words na enye. Why? They will now they no accepting or doing it. Just flag by shape the want it. What is what be di? Say the times go kasa consult 24 hours. What is what can be? Also he will be his own man with the help of God, Allah. And I want it. Abana do na mumu share baby between the lines one. Omo ya quiet, omo ye gidi gaga no. Omo to me yes strong and firm. Gidi for gaga can me and channel musu. Oh my ye bitter, my ye we. No be on no bitter crowd because I'm a country. Oh boy, ya agenda who the order for. Make na why. When Papa Dr. Bami I am uncle for I we see a man for and Yama why am uncle for. What is over job come my way and a me away. Now can you also no appointed minister senior? Na party uncle ya was the uncle fan maba me about me or appointed minister. When in another who can when in another muko appointed minister muko appointed Allah no me ade. And a jail go. I feel the move fan blame me Dr. Bami on one penny wasam on your mubonibia. Until they will use a strategy. See, man, can't check as him so or dream with that language and yet. Into also, steady. Now, no. Can me be what? And I can be my member. Papa, Juma, government, Juma, Kasume, also tell some Kakrawai. And also ask how I change the trying. Obianka and another you. Bakasi me minimum age and I mean him say bia wo papa ye adwuma government adwuma na ye ne pension no haircut akana na what you say me papa he was in the military, he was serving with the foreign ministry, so he traveled a lot, like when we were kids and every 4 years we were traveling, and he served his country. Owie no obeya manager wo baby e wo Ghana. Owie no oje pension. A lot of investment. My dad had a lot of investment. One, not say investment no or they to for the future. Obi oya branch here, oya army officer. Or ya attached to foreign affairs. Wait to ne kwan. Sabi. Obri ni hwe ne mba ena nyame adom ne manso etumi esiesia ade obi a woni position but mpesa obe ha ne mba nti no or building the future, building the pension at all, treasury bills at all, so our investment in ade bi na papa ye wie na ni sika owo ho se bia say na me pese me twa ticket ko US ana me pese me ko UK ko sra me ba na pese me ko Canada na ko sra me ba ana me ko Germany ko sra me na na oforata ni na nado edi entabe to the sika so say wuntumi na ukoyi dia wo 5 million wo obenya mu 50 cedis a kasum ni pe dia o ene de e wo say wo ti asesa na Dr. Baumie enoma bebre wo ho a ye nyina ye nim I mean it's open, we know, and some of them are not even yen fancy. Ebi na me ma example say 11 no o se na enye o kan no so mutie ye omukọ enye na omukọ hwe asi wei I was said Dr. Baumie to me detaching who from it. I a fact na do na wa hye nkofo bebre ya no enye campaign bia no betumi ekọja platform say so na Dr. Baumie answer say me support we obi o ye good but baby ogina no I was say e nneama differently it ka so nti ase tiasie se na do wa ye bebre ye tiasie ye no na ye kọja aka but bebre so ha wa ya ha adwen say wa fa minister say 7 years wo se me change obi a no flat ho no obi ate na nemu saka krabi na wo ye movie we ka now we movie we akwa few people and they want to be nyakukodo you omedi enye fine nti eno na mana na yo na na do ho ayebufu aba amotu ye nka na ngaka to benya be 90%. But anana do ho abufu ne kind of reactor no enti na enoma course ano enti we dey yesre no kra wo se yeka en amanka so me behu na do no me wo de ne ba me krom se obeso Dr. Bami ansa se o support na nye ye e bia places bi o anana do betumi akọ e bia okọ ni krom side ho dia obetumi akọ but nye baby na obese na do nko support Dr. Bami dey bi because we breaking for heart. Well, we tell no be the yaw be fa wo so. Say ah na say we dey we no so ni say say ni okwa no be obetu ni fu na de ode ye no so de be ye. Inter strategy nti kase mu so ti asam kakra na so wotwi asem dodo. O ya say that na rich adai. Ye kase na do nye ni papa po. Eh na do onim say na esi ye ni po no won kaye. Nti no bi say ya akota onim dia wa ya na do no. And brilliance or power. People did a lot for him. Now, but the good thing about Nanado, they say, we are the papa, the rain fee. Okay, Obia Papaya Wayamano. That is good thing. And Nanado so build the people. Or Buan Crawford. And Tina Crawford be wishing a bad name Bemuno. That is one thing Alan into me. Alan on build Obia. Nisaya Dini, Tumia Din, Umbunipa. Oh, but Nanado just a what one that padia. He will never forget you. And this anti Kasim, young Cassan and you. But who to me can say Bibian and I'd be, hey, I can't see me sick ho. Me papa sick ho. Me no sick ho. Oh, and I wish I for so on your no say Cassin. What to be that? Nipa ba ko trafa ko no comfortable. O to me corrupted. And I win it. Inti we can say we switch aso na ko yanim. Why? Sembo ya do sembo kan fa kwem but
The family of my sister is Abakufuo, and then John Najekumkufuo. Asada from October 1 at Pouring of Love. Yade Emma Busiano and former President Najekumkufuo. Eko see October 10 Udina Wachida Edeba November 15, 16, and in November 18. 19 ninyina aseda and mamia mapa na kache ne ba ko viaje kum kufuwa se onye sunu osusunsu eti aseda ana busua ne nyina de da obia
Mesu
Eti former president of the Republic John Ajikum Kufuor ene my sisters Abakufuor late abusuafoɔ ɛna wɔn ɛda adɔfoɔ nyinaa se from October 1 ebebesi enra November 19 ɛdɔ esronko a yɛde ɛkyerɛ ne nyinaa mu aseda ɛna abusua ne nyinaa ɛda obiara ase sɛdeɛ ɔmutumi baayɛ a wobɛbɛ kan ho ɛde boa ma yɛde bibia enti no ade aseda a efiri papa John Ajikum Kufuor ɛne my sisters Akufuor abusuafoɔ ambassador DK Osei ɛna ɔmoda Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ase sɛ ɔmususu esu no ɛso atwa kakra right ti yanko yɛnimu na Sam yɛmo atenase
measures offer
right John Dramani Mahama a false start ana waka Cheetah License Show Delegate Dramani Muaye Mahama Groups waka profits under his administration during profits for bust during his administration fact check and no correct is it a false start anyway when you see here
wafa ma menchia na menchia wetie fo nyina menchia his excellency John Dramani Mahama
o tie so o den grabia breme
bibia di adanse pefe se nyame ya adoma 7 January 2025 ono na nyame adoma be president of the republic na wafa na meaning say wo say ye bedi nkan at WhatsApp nsense ni bi afi ho ansana
ye beba ho
ya call
ye beba ho upo bi di aka ade aka ne oh me dia say utie nsem a his excellency president Mahama kana frankly speaking bibia di adanse say or the solutions to the problems are ye face as a country now him minim factor we say what check daily guys why then what check but say daily guys what check factor then daily guys should know say 2015 and nyamiadom through his excellency John Dramani Mahama or sounds my boss then ejina na to any box it is obekaya ye imagine these two parastates a delegate don't know your reference say Mama say obe cancel teacher license
no, but
I know the delegate they can
okay the
but with the boss to the end there multimedia for so normal fact check the
multimedia omo mu twa mala pa say mu ni ho kan say mo kasa say nkofa be invade mo premises no
and your multimedia as a team and a cancer one of their reporters
so say nipa no kasa no nipa ba ko you be no kind but also a multimedia anambwa into the multimedia to so into na multimedia into no say say nipa kro no so no say onkaya onkonko check no hunu ne say under NDC ye mato
Sami Jamfi and the to do with boss as and the making come from an be a fakamata na atik musumunti ni ye na safo Sami Jamfi the other strategic interest of ownership boss to know to ensure strategic storage management and distribution of bulk petroleum stocks and other business incidental thereto through depots cited as strategic locations across Ghana. Board chair Kwame Champonche, board members Alfred Obeng Boateng, Kamal Dean Abdul, Abid Nemisa, Jombua Alex Tete, Desmond E. Nati, Joyce Ajimatifa, John Kweku, Achene Duncan, Nanaya Usu Akunasua, Managing Director Alfred Obeng Boateng, auditors, and also revenue for boss increased from 1.841 million in 2015 to 3.15 million in 2016, representing an increase of 71.22%. Into no post for Apples to be HSA Omunya 1.841 million in 2015, and in 2016, Alfred Obeng Boateng by
Alfred Obeng Boateng about 2016.
That is a bust for now. We.
So they were making reference to what had happened because if say you report say financial year, no, every financial year a period of 1 year. So if you are referencing that, then we are referencing 2016 as at December 31st. So as at that time, 2017, and now making this report as at that time, now Alfred Obeng Boateng okoton 5 million worth of contaminated fuel no na
o director of communication e de aba or pese or underscore the fact say a boss enya sika emfaso profit.
Yes, that is what I'm telling you.
Now don't was me and kind of would we be doing
say what can we na wo ka say under MPP under Alfredo Bemboato munya mfaso and I make sure say no 2016 was not Alfredo
or say
ebia wo na wo
or say revenue for bust increased
yes
from 1.841 million in 2015.
Yes.
And no and you say a false say Mahama Beka say during his administration boss had profit and our director of communication person just said we should look at this figure.
Yes.
Now let's hear you.
Know make for no die no so say because one say at a point no nkofa wo wundi no when nkofa 2017 they had assumed office boss because Alfredo Bemboaten MPP ni Nanado's first administration 2017 now boss MD managing director. In 2015,
1.8 million.
2016,
3.1 million.
Of course.
That's a 2 years successively, Now, omu income air cost.
I cannot say for a fact what happened in 2017 because what we are talking about is 2015
the question is
to 2016.
Whether it is true, John Mahama said.
So it is true.
Boss recorded
so it is true.
Profit in his tenure.
Yes.
And we are led to believe, say,
yes,
fact checking a false. And that's I mean. So the abaso
say multimedia and crase meaning baby or more fact no omo ye den omo kokko check or more fact no mpacho so what I say meaning baby omo kokko check or more fact no in fact so opeso hu a boss under president Akufo-Addo buy no what they did was to sell contaminated fuel omo ankasa kofa contaminated fuel omo mesi bi omo ton ye worth over $5 million I want sem buy ye ka say yakra Alfredo Bemboaten emoni ade a ken twitwa je na ni nyina no aba be ya asem a eda ho a also you ungrateful or beka ho asem de bi nti no the person who said that fact check no onkonko checking the fact ni because what he or she is talking about being fact no eno no nye den eno no nye fact so can say he or she is being tentative about it fair enough and then they bet me can say bia he or she is not speaking to the fact but to say explicitly say fact check no yes onkonko checking the fact bi o na nye den enye no kre now back to near President Mahama Ekan look also obitual licensure exams with daily guide say what is daily guide talking about?
So na licensure no 2016 2017 academic year that is September 2016 na Akufo-Addo mai and Mahama ehwe mai the licensure
and Mahama onka a single person who wrote licensure exams and Mahama you should mention one person out cho licensure exams our Ghana has it and then throw na daily guide so ya na uchucha ne sa no. He thinks that this time baby you do ni was I'm running for papers be to say daily guide money and honke kan hone ade. Do you understand? So at least some more person me can support or mobile me.
Why na dey buy
daily guide?
Why na dey licensure dey buy?
And licensure exams what on have this. Want to go for.
And no a reference to publication in September 2016. Who was the president?
I don't know 1 year publication. I don't know 1 year publication.
Oh, this time, there's a publication in state. There's a publication in state-owned Daily Graphic in September 2016. Say the licensure no eba.
Daily Graphic.
I'm gonna start yes.
Radio so go research. O say
edum sam de be
check.
Me hu eno.
What the betcher?
There be no oka. So what I say. Now, Daily Graphic, I didn't say Daily Graphic annual report say IMF had predicted say economy will grow by 8%
in
2017. In 2017.
They open the Daily Graphic actually.
Inti anya no so keka na yensu ye dey. The
licensure examination was introduced in September 2016 as announced by the then Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Jacob Kor, and required teachers graduating from colleges of education to pass professional licensure exam before they can be allowed to vote. Jacob Kor was appointed by John Dramani Mahama and left office when MPP took over. It is September, no? Or now, so, you can't hear exams in 2016. And as by years, I'm saying 2017.
On a single person at 2016 also a licensure exam. I am tro. Menyeshi entum. I don't majatum. Obi antra exams so 2016 as majatum say. Me nyintum so obituary exams. I am daily guide and one day you Freddy Blaine in a year. And omo. So why should I authenticate what daily guide will write? Say daily guide doesn't papa no be can file a NDC one. I say any NDC person should give credence to what daily guide writes. In the daily guide in your paper, me say me to me talk rampa me kind. Men tompo na my my kind. You understand? Because there is nothing good daily guide will say about a NDC. Into on your mobile me agenda, they should keep on and do their about me agenda and report on from front page to back page. And about me about what? Oh, now what for? There be interjections. Mami we but let me finish. So what I say now, in some part, His Excellency John Manhama, Canadian, and only the daily guide don't me report be. And then what can say? Nyame ya adoma in 24-hour economy. In their budget, or more than what shemu. Say a night market was a night economy was a night whatever. Omuya ni crown muhuya no. Near President Mohammed can say, Yamiya do not bar licensure exams or day obechem because it doesn't make any sense. Because our chronicle school, that's all training exams, Ovie eba bonting, ekokoye mentorship money a day. It doesn't make any sense. Nyameya one man 24-hour.
Surprisingly, Obi wish him happy birthday on us Scoby. So I went to respond on the 11th October. On the 12th October, I wish you also happy birthday.
So nice is me.
And I just a moped.
And I mean, sir, I quite hard dream pie in October.
Munyamu October bonds.
Nice is so
just a day difference. Offer.
Oh, yeah,
the 11th. Offer. I will just start with the license exams. You see, daily graphic, all right, as captured here. As captured here. There be some oh, shame. I did also.
Then I found my mammy. I just said, "I'm one of my control."
This is the headline. It was something that they did not implement, but they had the intention of implementing.
That's right.
And I young because it was going to be 2017. It was supposed to be written in 2017. I say 2016-2017 academic year.
That is from September 2016 to August 2017.
2017. And for so there be hold on.
There be year to about December.
No, year to about December. No, Jerome. You had the whole year, an academic year. All right. So September, no. All right. The September.
One of the pioneers of the teacher licensure, or Presbyterian College of Education, Agogo. Adjo so ayemo
no so what you.
Yeah, I just.
Now what you saying?
That's what MANSO.
Fine. Mo group ni first group amochro licensure na e Ghana.
If I try.
Year be na amochro no.
Yeah, trying 2018.
Right. Yeah, there was a pa. Enti College of Education omo ni first group na omo actual licensure na omo ni national teacher council no enya problems enti omo dey call court and them here number try ya omo agitate ye enti how do we reconcile daily graphic giving us information say it was supposed to start in 2016-2017 when in fact actually no omo 2018 so take
offer the government then, or the Ghana Education Service of the leadership then, which forms part of the government, they said they are going to write the licensure in the 2016-2017 academic year. Until within that year, no, it can be early 2017 or ending of or the middle of 2017 academic year, no, about to an end. They weren't able to implement that because NDC was voted out of power. One MVP took over in 2017. The document is already there. So that first year, say appointment in forming of a government and all that. So 2018, no more first one. But then it's not something that I would like to waste my time on. Reason being that whether they write or they don't write, at the end of the day, what if the teacher is good, he's good. If he's bad, he's bad. It's also a platform hold on. No, hold on. You propose that was implemented. You propose.
We say you ain't watching.
They're like something wrong. This is it.
Graphic na go to so actually the otro no so be catch
say odi bi ye pen say my jerry wa ha ono dey ade trewa kan wo say do hu hwe no ado obira no hwe odi
no sharing glasses
no just person so ado na my jerry hwe ni say I say hey
okay Safo
opa pacho I need to correct some inaccuracies be or make it in relation to bust. You see, I have been contaminated. Oh, no problem. I'll address it. I have been in bust for 6.5 years, so I do understand these issues, and I wouldn't speak on a lie. Right? I've been at the depot, so I understand these issues. It is totally unfair to say MPP contaminated oil. No. You said.
The jar na onka.
You made it seem like it was a deliberate attempt to contaminate oil. Meanwhile, the contamination happened at one department or receive you. It's of a vessel no baby see port no ma. FN jetina. No more release it through pipeline na ebedu be intersection na you be ma petrol, no be ma diesel. Enti one nanka enti ye receive petrol we be anka say close for diesel no nanka petrol line ni fame no omo entum no it was workers it was workers just ordinary workers who were employed under a wadako all of this is early 20s ending of 2016 the CEO it didn't happen in 2017 the contamination happened ending of 2016 it didn't happen in 2017. It is the transaction that you are talking about that happened in 2017. So hold on. It's contamination happened in 2016. Let us get the facts right. And it happened through the negligence of ordinary staff. And this is not the first time that thing has happened, but it was the last time it ever happened. Because TC and receive people custom MP and national security all those pipelines are over close. So that the fuel will pass through the right to the right pipeline to the right tank. No, it is done because tank are a petrol room. Now my high now be a could receive fuel diesel. They could go it to be contaminated. So it's not the first time that it happened. It has happened severally, and all happened under NDC. It never happened under President Kofo.
But what I'm saying is, Zoop
I have been there as administrative compliance officer. You are telling me that we are educating ourselves. So what you are talking about is the procurement issue of the contaminator. We call contaminator. They have to sell it to there be and some this can be. I have to correct you. Because I mean, what they say, man, it is me consider Medicaid to a certain extent that you get it wrong. Right. You understand? There be. I'm saying that contamination happened in December 2016. What you are talking about the 5 million issue has to do with procurement. I'm say it didn't go as it was supposed to be.
We are through that. You're moving on. Is it about the time I was say Obia is it about the time also be adding a plan? Eba. So that Ghanaians can make an informed assessment and Safo representative movement for change led by Alan Shamating.
Yeah, I say MPP ni NDC time be say me corset so no mo ba amu twitwa ba mo ho sa na me sre offer emene do say obia de ne plan beba we have to move away from sa manifesto ni dede koka hwede koso wa hai na yen kono say this is what you can do now all share the plan no you are not just looking at the plan you per se yen share personality no so nipa na all cast oba obey say is he credible, is he competent, does he have the track record say oba why you be paying to obey to me ayana on that score no to say no MPP ni NDC Eddie Ghana for him mopa. I just wanted to touch on the licensure exam no for instance. Alan si Oba be inspire a passion for excellence amongst Ghanaians and the youth. Who say aban adwuma no you are taking things for granted. Ofa obi a ewiase afa na nyina wontumi nkosa obetwa de abra woni the requisite knowledge and qualification. Nti I believe say Yera Mahama say obetwa licensure exams no menene nya adwen. Rather yenhwe how we administered it. MPP facing lots of challenges in this thing. Now how do we correct it? Sa efficiency quota no. Eno na time bia yen man komo no yenhwe ho no. Na yen tena kwanya se ube twem. No. Sa no mo ye ya mo ba mo betonton aban djuma bebre when actually it was more like an administrative problem which needed to be fixed. Yen shift the conversation and call how workable we can make things for us. And yes, Oba I will say way there and yeah for populist cause anyway to know about you. Now on the plan, Alan the great transformational plan about say Ghana for Melbourne in particular almost 2 years. Now ni four overarching messages biswa ye pese Ghana for enko obia kumem. Of a memo example, and about 7 p.m. I'll call Kotoka Terminal 3. Yera Mahama see. Number Bunia Salaya, ye join free or my. If I am no case cry, me am made of power, join Akosha Canada. Because of no Charlie economy in your own so. Now, problems way any near my Ghana for Akumaso. It is a politician be jinawa and a policy person be jinawa. Yeah, and young koma ye person ye tine say, you know, MPP be ye say intimacy, you know, time be a alternative between the lesser evil. MPP ebe shebi bi ase a omukwa NDC ba on to aso. NDC be shebi bi ase MPP ba on to aso. That divisive politics, no, it's about time I will say, yeah, elevated conversation. No, na share what is in the nation's interest over partisan considerations. Now, Alan say Oba, the first is to break away from divisive duopoly, no. MPP abeye say NDC abeye say na American. Yen hwe na yen nya baako. Na yen ensure the necessary reforms abema party ni mienu ana party bia ebenya sa solid impetus, no, to drive home development agenda. Of all him say it is in Bernibe say in federance of the nation's development into Nayewo political parties. But if at any point who's a political party, no, advance agreed or enshrined principles, then there's a problem. The Alan every MPP mobile no. Now also Oba bedram home the necessary reforms Bema parties no and around a certain few people's interest and agenda, but the agreed constitution of the party. I will say a demra and a year juma wa party mo. The next thing is also Oba forming a government of national unity, so that Oba parliament na MPP ni NDC for wa oni obiya be ye juma. And to me Oba say Oko parliament me supervisor Dr. Seidu Jasol oye NDC MPs here. Papa na ben. Ebano agric economics he's excellent. Now those times no run a JICA project. And to me mbase papa we MPP aba power antina ye yina sem na onye hwe. I was say ye hwe omo a omo betumi aye adwuma ne ene omo nye adwuma. That's the kind of governance architecture Alan CEO introduced us here. Yen hwe nkofo a omo betumi a build or mine meritocracy and you say some private considerations and parochial interests being a year advancing. Now also Oba be chichi mine around a national development plan. Last time we call National Development Planning Commission or many penyo kwedi nkomo the plans share me programs fe. And so aban bia ba manifesto no normal be so ho populist agenda enema ebemo omo win votes obitumi ka say delegates omo shemi bottom, you know, some of these conversations na I was say share there na Ghana here at this juncture Yeah, me time example about the Boston industrialization. I course to America. Offer abrofo iko drew and the crowd friend America Boston. Omo here kwan. Omo here railways. Omo here industries. Omo here pharmaceuticals. And yama bebre. And omo two omo ho go mu e build omo amine. At that point, human development index and our indicators and I did so. There never boa nipa no. Yera Alan Martin, why Juma United Nations Development Program. Enti almost on the advancing human development index no. Adeba kwa do makoma so no say you be building nipa. Abra wo building nipa no. Ena utumi hu say o man na economy because human beings are the drivers and beneficiaries of development. But unfortunately, Ghana your economy now you practicing over the years. It's no wonder say you call IMF about 17 times. Time behind we are focused on economic transformation, which at the macro level it looking so good, but then and translating into ubotom. Yetumi kwanya single digit inflation so na nipa bottom niska because the artificial measures and phantom economic measures and the chitre economy. So for instance, who say your dollar reserves are eswatia na Skybia cocoa syndicated loan near the Bia question. Meanwhile, the natural order nesenka you be increase production, you be boost production. Now bra productivity cost no you export here near foreign exchange now be show up your foreign reserves. But yenya ne sa ya na everyone say impanyifo basis so a ekuaya ye fofofo uko krobia mu unya ubehu say there's a backyard farm uko nofa utumu say edan bia efu atwa ho ahia edan bia adeba ko one unique thing na me hu was srem no omo mpa ye dwen say omo ni asase omo ni fair climate ni ade no edan bia efu atwa ho ahia nti ubon say papa no sori no pa ne bayere fo ni ebro ni ade atwa na fo ho ahia atwa ne dan ho ahia. You see, these are little things that you bet me edi attention alcohol. Na ya commoditize enema akwafo yi don. Na ya export it, ya add value to it. Into na balance your bobe ya dey friend no new agric revolution. Ni nyina ne sese ano. Akwafo na within the value chain omu nya ska kese no. Obi koto ebro bajoma onu nya ska chain nipa na afi ni mu nyina odido ebro fo no. It's ultimately say a problem. Now, Alan plan or the ban say, let's build factories or industries around these farmers. We put them into groups like corporate groups. Now, building factories that will process their farm produce. No, then we can send it to factories and then export some. These are very innovative ways are able to me abuama injuma ba o mine very innovative ways are able to me abuama your dollar reserves exchange rates anema we nyina ebe koye but obi besi so a ono de hia ne so okobo besia no so de ba your GDP e wo hoy a chunk of it over 70% ye di tuatu aka ye di tuatu interest on loans near the same recurring effect na it's about time Mr. Ghana for yen judge nipa omo de omo ho asi was omo person omo be di o mine and yen judge omo yen assess omo yen evaluate and some omo ka kire. There are things that matter, but a big person omo sway attention ni free o omo ye populist agenda. And you may hear no economists are foul, but Becca unka, and then no preaching, stirring unnecessary religious sentiments. Oh, and fata into of a mestre. Alan say, yan prosecute a national development plan. Now say your national development plan, abbreviano. The country has a direction. And then Ghana pant nobody seems to know. O mine jija. Finally, Alan say Oba be inspire behavioral and attitudinal change amongst Ghanaians. One is to fight corruption. Boni ados obia ska leakages ewo public sector no enunti kra na omanin konenim. We have to block all these loopholes. I'll give you a typical example. Here about me I say digitization. Metia na miraho. Ofa then NIA says a compile national data, biometric data. Sasafo kantanka dini ejeya ewo NIA database mu, which is a government institution. When you NC and so omo there. This is a parallel effort. A bicycle say no. Identify in the interest of the nation. You have one central server where Ghana obia data wo. It is a mini data now. You just log on. Okwa abibia or say biometric details are fingerprints keke. And the information bema any agency. But they be and procurement ni niama kakanka omo benya wo ho nti obia person ye ne de obeti wage information there's always scanty flow of information in the system nti of financial efficiency embrem ni entie Alantre Martin papa no wo adwen pane planner o person this is Ghana na boy nyina
yo African tanker of movement for change and yetinen but now yentie Atik Yakubu of the MPP Atik Edubra also you insist on obi ade ne plan eba na
yo fam do me say enye dia campaign your manifesto ba enye to say 2016 na ye ne NDC for the hide and seek I think your manifesto cry you release I think 6 months to elections because na MPP trend the NDC the beba and na NDC so trend the MPP the beba so we are both going back and forth on our manifesto but I think that where we are now no the conversations have started. So Mahama coming up with one, say 24-hour economy. I think that is not something that is on the table today, but I might decide to talk on it. And GT before the more. But then, Safo, I would like to give you a brotherly advice. You see, if you say that, say, young people in this day, they be lions and tigers. No, hold on. No. When you're talking, we all kept quiet. We all kept quiet. Daniel, whole lions. We had whole lions and tigers. One advice that I'll give you guys is that you see, don't go into certain make your point. But when you go into certain politics, we seem that you want to take a swipe at us. We might decide to come hard at you and come hard at your candidate. But you see, regardless. Regardless, I'll go hard on it. Regardless, you have been part of us before, so biting you that hard becomes somehow difficult. I have never spoken ill about Alan. Say I might be not to and say me I've never done that before. So no, there are a lot of things that I can do. Don't push me. I can pick your document on one district or one factory, each and every district that it is. I have the details. So he left each and every stage of his completion. Drop by even people from after to my to me. So let us not go there.
That's
you see,
what?
because no. What is damning here? What fault can you find on Alan? I am making my point, and I have given you an advice. I am telling you that when you want us to go on that kind of politics, you might not like it because, as I said, it is so uncomfortable for me to go after him for certain personal reason. But it doesn't mean that if I want to pick him on and dress him from head to toe, I will not do it. I can really do it. So let us be circumspect. Don't be like something.
And we also be adding
it's offer. It is time that we all bring it. And I believe that by ending of next 2 months, MPP should come up with the end of January. MPP should come up with policies into the 2024 campaign. And also, Emra he said that far as economists, and what you should be doing is proposing policies, but you are always there stirring religious sentiments. I think that was a very unfair statement for him to have made. because, like I said, let us not go. No, I need to address you because I said I don't want us to go on that tangent. I don't want us to go on that tangent. But then, if you want us to go, we will really chew you very well and chew your candidate very well. And when we are done here, there will be nothing left of him to the listeners. But let's not go there. Those kind of politics, we are done with it. Go there. Say you're bound to advantage. Go there. Say about to advantage.
Oh, come on. That was some. Not going to say. Montakem who no ever go now got automatic no win no
but offer like I said, we need to come up with our policy. Now the debate will start, proper one. The moment they elected Dr. Mahmoud Bamiano, we had a whole lot of some undertones going on between NPP and NDC. Eventually, we've all come to a common ground. I don't know how we are able to come to a common ground and say, you know what, this talk, let us put this one aside. This one, let us put it aside and move on in regards to directive. Now, he's talking about, that's some Jerome Kasa, now talking about 24-hour economy, And then we have a debate on it. One strong NDC guy, we had a debate about the 24-hour economy. And I'm going to say, from the HR perspective, one, there are already agencies that are implementing 24-hour economy. They say Ghana Water Company, Electricity Company of Ghana, certain agencies are more terminal. They say, boss, they have a night shift, they have an afternoon shift, and they have a morning shift. But evening shift, those who are just going to watch over some technicalities and now about moving product to one place from one place to the other. Ghana Police Service, you have some of them doing night. You have them doing night shift. Being part of the military, part of Operation Calm Life. So this 24-hour economy is something that has been going on. But what former President Mahama wants to do is that he wants to broaden it. That is what from the first narration of the Bible. Now he wants to broaden it and make it official for. I don't know why he wanted to make it official for all state agencies. But when he wants to make it official for all state agencies, that is why I'll come in, America said, from an HR perspective, it will not work. Reason being that if he wants to, it will not work. No. If he wants to, it will not work. The reason being that somewhere like Ghana Revenue Authority, if you allow them to run a night shifter, what it means is that if I say the morning shift, you have about 10 people are on mobile every day at all. And every month, you are spending let's say 60,000 Ghana cedis on a department, just paying a department of revenue. Then you are now bringing them to a night shift. It's a night shift, maybe they are talking about you have at the end of the month, because people naturally, most of our economy is in a way that people go to sleep at night, Until you have some few people coming out to pay their taxes around that time. At the end of the month, you are paying people 60,000, but they are able to get a revenue of 4,000 for you. But in the night shift, maybe they're able to get somewhere like about 300,000 in a month for you. Until to run a 24-hour economy, productivity should be something that meets it should be equal to the demand out there, and the demand should be in a way that it can be able to get revenue that will also come and support paying of workers. That is for the internal generated funds, agencies of internal generated own fund, IGFs. In the event that it is Controller Accountant General paying them, that means are we going to employ a lot of people for the night shift, whereby there's going to be so much pressure on the public purse too? Because when there's so much pressure on the public purse, what will happen is that they will have to increase taxes so that we can use it to pay. So they have brought up their 24-hour economy. They started bobo home, and I say John Mahama call Bono, or I can say the 24-hour economy is not compulsory; it is voluntary. So I believe that as time goes on, since air policy, you will dig into it, then we finally get to the point that, okay, this is what he's saying, this is what he's trying to mean. But for now, he came out with I'm going to propose a 24-hour economy at TUC. They clapped for him. Now questions started coming in. He said, you know what? I'm not saying that it's going to be compulsory. So as time goes on, as we critique politics, we critique policies not because we like to critique it. We critique it because we pay the best out of it. And I will betray Adrian. So we are all Ghanaians. We need to be well informed. We need to ask questions and get further and better particulars about the policy. And it says Sam Jerome Abetna here. I know said the mark about 24-hour economy now. Or say my setting me questions and may answer no. He will provide clarity to some of the confusion that I have in my mind. Certainly. He will do that. Some of the confusion that I have in my mind in relation to the 24-hour economy. How is it going to be implemented? Which agencies are you looking at? Are you going to come with industrialization? Are you going to build new industries where we know, say, they are always producing certain? Because can you believe, say, the whole of this country, we don't have a toilet roll manufacturing factory. The whole Ghana, we don't have it.
SPP senior.
You know, as a government doesn't.
Okay,
I'm talking about the whole government.
And some prison, yeah, okay.
Yeah, as a whole government, we've not been able. First now, I would have answered for him, but he said they mean to me answer. So there are a lot of factories almost producing essentials, industries that almost produce essentials, which government can also have. The government have them there now. We can be able to beat prices. We can, because they are always alternative. They say oil marketing companies, in the case that they are increasing their pump prices now. What usually government does is that government goes into agreement with Goyle and tell Goyle, say, we'll be at 14 cities, we'll be at 12 cities. Before I realize, Goyle will start making so much revenue because everybody is going to go to load that. And as time goes, someone say other OMCs, they are bringing their prices down because Goyle has they have the biggest filling station in the country. Almost everywhere they are there. So if Omomo turn on at 12, you'll be forced to also bring yours there at 12. So that is how government can also cure the greed of private enterprises. So for me, there are a lot of industries that government needs to expand, create, so that we can have a discussion on the 24-hour economy, because you cannot build that on nothing. But when you have a 24-hour economy, when you have industries and you have 24-hour economy, you can tell me that, okay, 24-hour economy, no, it is for so and so industries, it's for so and so agencies. Then there I'll be clear in my mind. But as it stands now, piece and pieces of information from the 24-hour economy keeps coming and keeps coming, and we are taking it. So as time goes on, maybe it will take the form that we expect. All the loopholes would have been answered by them. And I offer last one. I'm very happy that for the past almost 20 years, this is the first time the NDC has brought a policy that is being discussed intellectually by all stations.
Right. Sam Jerem. Edru Bra, I was a didn't plan ever. Not a manifesto, will be a plan. We are deliberate on it.
That's me bomba is by the end of May, 20 minutes here now.
Oh, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes. What will be here 2020? What for unim?
Who can say that 6 minutes? I final comment. You.
What for him? Everyone pass anybody or very patriotic and sensitive to the plight of the Ghanaian youth and the Ghana for imprimprino. So any panel best son Dayaka say or per se be a MPP at Wasso. For me, I really cannot believe say any sensitive person will be a patriotic will still have the idea say I will say MPP at Wasso. What for number 2? Safoka say Mami Yinano say Alan did not leave the MPP because of an entrenched principle. MPP they implemented as he said. Alan
Ura yeka
plan Alan left the MPP because of the MPP for you to travel.
Oh,
it is in his letter. And when a letter no more Gina so the year day, if MPP or MPP for you to travel because your bone agent a pre-prano. Almost answer you corrupt because o treat you scar. When you be any day and chia. So or citing the reasons for leaving a MPP. What found him? Ora President Mahama Wakasa. Na nsɛm a waka no. In fact, Emma across ye mukura na obo ne maame ne papa so mo se yanyem na Ghana no wanya ahotoso se sisi ade obetimi a wome because enidaso bi ayeden enidaso bi aba. Na this election na yekwe Safu was talking about obi a yenhwe the caliber of person. Let's scrutinize the person and see if the person is credible. Na wakasa na mse ni Dr. Baumia Diemia. Na woni bibi. Of course, see you scrutinize the personality involved, then it means President Mahama can't. Now, what is President Mahama saying? Before see you put your manifesto together, President Mahama can't sing be better and 9 in Numbi. Or sing Yami Adam no Oba or be running a lean government. Somebody would think say ABR running a lean government is not a policy. But we should pick a dictionary and find the meaning of a policy. Now, offer a lean government, we're making it quite clear. Say Nyame I don't know about appointing 60 ministers. Unlike President Akufo-Addo, na Alan Kanhua, no mere 125. Or see a bit more who said Bekafro, their ministries are useless and fasobi and so. So if Obi Bekase or appointed a 60 ministers instead of 125, what it means is say, were you 65 a female? We know in Ghana, say, apart from the salary of a minister, no, oh, one who can you na and less than 100,000 Ghana cedis, 1 billion. Now, 1 billion saving every month, be a nipa 65, no, amounts to 6.5 million Ghana cedis. It is Ghana 65 billion. Interestingly, say, oh, from Mabunu, now one will be a 2,000 cedis in par. Sa savings now, why you know, a bit nipa about 2,200 a juma. Outright 2,200. Obia budget salary of not less than 3,000 Ghana cedis. Of not less than 3,000 Ghana cedis. Somebody said somewhere and thinks that this is not a policy. Something that can give a Mabunu more than 2,000 at a go ejuma. Obi say, Enyadia, a yenfaso, dear ye day, a woman. Osafu Mafo was a minister, senior minister. What was the relevance? We had a minister called monitoring and evaluation. Now, what to hold Jessica almost a month, you born no cabe 1 billion. Nanabku for edge 700. Why didn't you reshuffle some of those ministers and now Mohon Shada in here to Napku? Naya Napku for Mumiamu Muska Kese. President Mahama said it will be a thing of the past. Number 2, at the back where Sanso Ghana is here a year totally absurd. A year S Gracia, the payment of S Gracia. Wababe sumo minor when you're certain opportunities and certain benefits, Or course, in terms can bear 500,000, 5 billion, and Samsung Famano. So if government appointees are about 500 and Yema will be 5 billion, 5 billion, do you know how much the country is losing? President Mahama say, "Es gracia will come. Untimi mambe ye ejuma wana bam na se unwiem kotenefia. Any amem makora because es gracia will be a thing of the past. The amount of money you be save to inject in the economy. Under President Mahama, you to me save 10% as is cheap compound. If accruing all this money, it tells you what we can do. Now, let's go to the 24-hour economy. I think Maminchumu is so simple. 24-hour economy, no. Now, President Mahama change and say, both private and public sector. But Dodwana, the private sector, it is tailored towards the private sector more because private sector now has been labeled as the engine of growth, whereby a year more manufacturing and as a production a cost more. And if say usia basic economics are if say GDP impono ebekosra, there shouldn't be a contraction in your economy, but instead I will say expanding. And if it is expanding now, we are talking about a manufacturing. A bit a boost the productivity ekosra. And no be boama a benya effect even on a year in CD a honkeka. So what we are doing in is a private sector, no, you are targeting the bit is a manufacturing. Manufacturing young for bit to say we are despite a year YouTube iodinated salt, despite a year special ice or special a year drinks money a year other stuff more than despite a human capacity say be a ultimate employ base 500 people, but 500 people no because of a year taxes because of other environment in Akrepo no. Into despite intimate for 500 people ma omonye den enye adwuma. Even though ebia despite operate 24 hour whereby ebia bi mo shift, but the maximum capacity to me employ no because of second 20 me den employ. What we are saying in say now if you roll on to the programmer, the ayebe say ubenya a tax incentive. Apart from the tax incentive, no besense when a special meter a betimi amount your cost of doing business in terms of electricity by there. A beba form. You also provided with security. Ubehun is apart from your internal security, no. You also have security from the state. Ubesense when a support of transportation. Transportation in the sense ebia we employees in ebimuti echiri wapon be 12 or 1 a.m. no. Efi na nipa na bepe Uber ana trotro ana se bibisa no. Eno no kra be a disincentive for the person. Emma ebi krampa den to na shift onye day. Omba to increase productivity. Into abai no ebe den ebe support with all these things. Eno no betimi ama despite after the full capacity of ABA nipa na oye day open because when you tax waivers wasanso enya enema bi ofa ebetimi aye day aboa no once he increase productivity and subsequently raising profit. Into eno no ebi o share the construction sector. Now the construction sector na ye won Ghana hankwa na obehwe yen sheda nye construction enumere because oko other developing countries in power construction do na yetumi den na najo because sa bre no na nipa bebre economic activities enye den enkoso enu nti no the 24-hour economy contractors and construction firms can roll onto that. When they do, they also get the same thing. And we betimi am also maximize it and say increase the employment base na den ewo ho no. And we boa ema ejuma den ejuma aba. We are also talking about the financial sector. Offer interestingly when we say Ghana yachin US 5 hours anameboa yachin US 5 hours nti ebia aboy have 5 o'clock na fi na about 12 ewo US ebia wo expect with business partner bi mpo mana sende sika bi ade abrewo ema wo de ato ade wo ebia amanoni o sika na baba say 5:30 or 6 o'clock bank say wa ade wapon anameboa ba bank na wapon ebia you are trading with your partner or no daytime wo ho a economic activities ade ekoso. So if the financial sector they have the capacity and they roll on, what is happening is say every nipa do no ebetimi ansa so aboa ma businessmen on say
we am plan na wo kan
o mo betimi aye sa
plan na wo kan ho asem
oh and me kan was I don't know your
definition. To final comment
I don't know your definition for or plan
what for you can plan I won't plan as
what for ebio
won't plan as
me see me nim wo definition of a plan
let me say see you
can plan and am go so am making what for ebio no so no so o share the public sector baby to say DVLA was so much applications to the extent say people are even rushing to the various outlets and I say agencies akoye there if you say car registration say roadworthiness money ehon keka ho na ade issuance of license money ehon keka nti be hu say obi timi make application by 2 months crampo na yenye dey na endu no so and na endu no so now they have the capacity they will roll on and they will get another beboa ebema employment be to say passport office they also have the same thing nti no nia ye ka 24 hour nimu ne say aba salifu benya adwuma ye dey aye koku boaten wo kumasi benya adwuma ye dey aye enyonam ewo voter region ebenya adwuma ye dey aye kobranto ebenya adwuma ye dey aye because automatically it is going to create employment and then again it is also going to increase productivity whereby it will have a significant impact positive impact on economy no what for we way free where yes also what a well thought out plan ankasa ye deba to say ye beboa na nkofo den ebiebie wadwuma because the next government of President Mahama no would ensure say private sector no den
okay
ebe boost more what for mainland
final comment article final comment article final comment madam article final comment
yeah offer I would like to just touch on one or two things that Sam Jerome can
clarity am the money now
oh no not on 24-hour economy say it's ongoing So as time goes on, we critique it. I've raised the issues. I don't think that you're able to give me all the points that I needed. But as I said, it's a policy, and as time goes on, no, you'll be able to come to you yourself, you will know how to close the loopholes. Because as a pinpoint here, Mahama came out and said it's not voluntary. He came. No, I'm saying that no. He came out to say it's not voluntary. So as time goes on, it's a policy, and the debate will continue. The debate will continue. But you know when you're talking, you mentioned an issue of MPP. No person with some level of sensitiveness will vote. No, sensitiveness. Yeah, will support MP coming back again. And your issue has to do with unemployment. For the youth, unemployment for the youth. Let me tell you something. You see, the mistake that MPP has been making over the period is that because communicators have been told that be sympathetic to Ghana, don't go rationalize. All the facts and the points that are there, people don't talk about it. So everybody start the conversation with, where the Ghana for him say, but let's talk about statistics. Let's talk about
8%.
Oh, it is a lie. It is a lie. Sam Jerome, let me read it to you. Sam Jerome, pick the phone. Oh, now, I'll use your own data. I'll use my own data. I'll use my own data for you. Maybe Google. No problem. I'll use my own data for you, Sam Jerome. Look, in 2014, the unemployment rate was 4.50 under John Dramani Mahama.
2016,
let me. No. You are getting wrong. No, you are wrong. You are getting all that wrong. Safo online. Just go unemployment rate in Ghana in 2014. And just get a clearer set on it. In 2015, it moved to 6.81% unemployment rate. We are only go 2015. In 2016, it came down to 5.11% unemployment rate. Now came back to 5.11% in 2017. But when you're 2014, unemployment rate in 2014.
2014.
Yeah, unemployment rate in Ghana in 2014. 4.50. 80 upper. Safu make a search on the unemployment rate. Safu like I said 4.50. So I won't lie on the fact. I have the facts here. Now in 2017, unemployment rate came down to 3.37%. Safu, you can also check that one too. In 2018, 3.43%. In 2019, 3.46%. In 2020, 3.77%. In 2021, unemployment rate was 3.96%. In 2022, Ghana started to acquire here February 2022. Russia Ukraine war and so forth. You're moving from COVID. No, unemployment rate was 3.90. Some can check that one too. Google fact check again. 2023 unemployment rate. Currently, unemployment rate is 4%. So it's 4%. 2023 unemployment rate in Ghana. So you can check it. Unemployment rate in Ghana. This is facts only. Unemployment rate in Ghana 4.6%. So when you check the best of under Mahama, that is 4%. The best of his unemployment rate now 4.67%. And this time no, our West is 4.6%. So our West is even your best. So when you talk about unemployment rate, don't come there. Look, let's go to GDP growth. In 2014, yes, GDP growth. You see, I have done my search, and I don't know why the MP communicators sat down and they couldn't do their search. And I've done my search, just to see data. He checked, it was there. Numbers don't lie. Today I came with my data. I have the data here. Sam, and I've given you the Google search. I say check it. As I'm saying, tell me that one of them is a lie.
My breaker crabina, Ura hopes na doye. One of the four. You MPP. Now he's out of Ghana. Now any reaction say you see in a deal what now. Now how does he propose to deal with it? Commander Hopes in Yamaha. Now we are what to sign there.
Jankopon Edia Domiering.
Ubia bedidi.
Jaminti Ubia bedidi.
All right.
And I am a birthday so MPP Amama Chedia Kakrakaba.
I said, dear Bear, no.
Chedia necessity no Mamma Debon, which you will more generation every Febia.
Oh, MPP Amma what do it would me bow at PBR.
Which you for my journey said them baby.
Also, betua match Martin at the presidential level, no tuama MPP candidate at the parliamentary level. Almost a mumpe. How do you propose to deal with it?
This is parliamentary in the DC.
Hey, what the parliamentary in DC? Now the presidential nama Alan.
Alan Chapman, yeah.
Na dientina parliamentary no be man DC. No mumpa NDC pen anyaye. Apalu ni ho. Ekuadonko ni ho.
That means say vote no. Vote na meto na say ye bibi papa. Echi presidential no me ni uzam de ko baby abesey. Alan medemala na ebeye. Echi ni say nti ana ye ka ni say parliamentary no so no. Me de bema NDC. Because mo obia wetie me before say me be free Ghana. Alan eko not ho eko ye program media for them kasaye. Be static clear. Kabe die. Asa that time na me gina ho ne die. Na me ye MPP ni. But a great sympathizer of Alan Chamantin. Maba meto ama no bi fancy. Bi fancy. Etino Drew eye parliamentary no so dia. I dey baby abeto baby an. Me de bema MPP candidate owo ho no. Party ni say arrangement ne de omo mpekra. Enti me de ba ko ko da na me fa ba ko no nka ho na me fa tu ni na nko. Enti me di tu no ko. Enti da me ka say ene eye the 54th birthday of Hope Sinadoye, and it is going to be a memorable one in the rest of my life. They say, Abana ye papa to 2024 no. Say no. And yet the battle between MPP and DC. And yet the battle between MPP and Afafando.
The battle between one and one.
The battle between MPP and Afafando. Ye be kono pepe. Ye be waiting so. ADAKABRI, me pese obi a wo tie ye de bia tie ase say. Omo ya no mo kase o independent di ontimi win na nya no pre. Ye nko America, ye nko babia. Ye West Africa ya. So ofa bi kru mu a. Ati avi na wo si o tisi kwa no so. Afia de nyuba no what see main road. After wo na ura Togo. Utra Togo at the next country eye Benin. Benin in 2016. Omo ko to aba. Independent candidate a okoye. Omutu ye first round, obi antiman wene. The ruling party no ekoya koko hete beye se 48-49%. Adna independent candidate nya 24%. Omuko runoff no. The independent candidate no asa omo ho apa be wene election no with 65%. Eti asi awo ye fina do heya. Ghana hasi they say APC. Said here, the youth of this country, as a party, major parties are Omwedi Omayuso in Fourth Republic in Entimi Amwa Omayno. More cast or more petted force. Alan Chamantin is coming as a force. Obape united the country. Say Alan Ban, as I say any political party, you know. MPs are or parliament who are selected best to his own, best MPP and DC. CPP for whom no are selected. Aside that, outside parliament, all the political party were picking the big brains, fine brains who bet about what this country were put together. Now, ya of mine. For the first time, o mine no pay back, that's a say near Kodia United Dietri, Casahani or Kodia United Dietri. Alan Chamantin so the government, or Ben the sure says 60% a youth, the cabinet 60% a youth. Out of this 60% of your youth, they move 50% a man. So you could see, say, the man is ready. Say, Obama and Mabunu Kwai. You would think and bring the ideas to a more the political authority. No what to me, I implemented Ama or minor iodine upon him. Eti, where dear, and Sabu, one American say, letter na Justin could a troy a waste of time. A waste of time. ADAKABRI, ye na ye MPP constitution. The state clear. Say we a party ni the party nya ye can say a candidate they be able to support independent candidate one of it membership. Anamewa. One of it membership shipper a sack.
Oh.
Yeah,
you may not be a member, but a sympathizer.
Watch it, member, Dr. American Tree was saying. So I'm there. That's sad. Maybe it be PM no akasa may support to lunch a manchino. Does it take you to write a letter to tell me, say, my forfeit be membership? No. Now, you see, and then, constituency officers across the country, they Baku 19. I don't want to me Ayakasa. Still, I have so much. They want to tender in their resignation immediately because of this singular act.
So 19 constituency officers after a while, Omaye ready to tender their resignation because of party a letter or macro affecting more for no.
That's right. And before them, Tama, Alan Kojo maintain a declare, say, you know, or free party no more or stand as independent candidate. You know. I tell you, say, some of us have Mamua. I tell you, even greater grand one. Can you pass and go more resign and then take it one? Let us know. You boom. About it, you better try my papa. Now, you say, yeah, MPC so no, you bet me, Abwa, Ama, Egi, Ako.
And you say, Dr. Baumia, na mom penuana.
And yet, Dr. Baumia, ni empeno. And yet, say, or no, and I am peno. But this time, it's not the right choice for the country. It's not.
Dr. Baumia is not the right choice for the country now.
ADAKABRI, what did you say me hypocrite? And I me cast away na me pa and no na me pe. Me say Alan Chamantin, Gidi Abu say obitima boa ye mine. Sa Gidi no. And the say. Sa Gidi no, and that's all hono. Na uko actually na wo hwe no ndwuma a wo ye e wo aban mu ne e kai ka ho a e timi ka kire say energy. Enye ye can say lip service o. ADAKABRI, ni peko school when you say Ghana system ni there, ye frame be chi wempo. O chi adiru ku chi musa wo gira ho na wo kasa wo bia be ko ni se. Enso ye de show se say ya na adiagu. So on get no. E chenye chi wempo asem. Adutina. Like I say, this country, we don't need manifesto. We need a plan. But it's in the man for say, where is our national development plan? Where is our national development plan? It's not about manifesto. Manifesto, there's a good idea. You guys, you better digitize a school feeding program when you're by next week, you digitize it, and so me as able. So on the channel, I can't do the okay. Yeah, plan. How you to this country?
Okay.
Plan Ben that one. Hey, Betty me, I'm yes, see factory, some mabru, I just do my. And Nuti, and I may be what you did. I will allow you to maintain.
Okay, so where the party day?
Oh, the party there, you call a Times Square, I will Manhattan.
I just said, a founding a leader, could you tell my temper council?
What about me young who dear?
But yet the young partners will be over.
Yeah.
Where the party day, Montreal,
me inform no say, if you say, but yeah, but ADAKABRI, and it just a woman say, Saturday, na me wo Maryland, because you be a war. Now, be quite na say, or mama, when you make us about me free honomono. Now, your former Maryland chapter of Papa Panto.
Hey,
ya jacha mai wajinu watu me chese ba ko de o che me $100 o che me $100
Sir, and the shed no man could share Afrafranto baseball cap. Me and you, Madio. Me, Pensiana.
Makache to class. Obufa a t-shirt in the caps and called DH.
I'm from Maryland, the phone.
Answer that being free US here, and Braganano. What who grounds was it?
Hey, Commander.
Yeah, called boot for boot.
Hey, Commander, Matiemu.
ADAKABRI sa wokai yesi wo formula.
Oh, Asiama.
Wabu koko chinchi masia mansa. Na Asiama se adi odi aminti ase meko independent. Ti neutral letter ekoko speaker of parliament say ya yinedi nti pamono. Na that day be share proceedings. When ya fa so pamu Asiama won the tip of free parliament. That day I wept. And somehow ati mpenimfo ko kwegyina for bina independent dey de ne kwan yenti bi ne nya adwuma wo wini kwa mfa na konya nkwetena baabi nyame a wonti se odesani yeto abadansi ama weni afi ekutwe sika se bra beka yen edo no ye fansu anyanza ho ye fansu anyanza they say about 50+1 ADAKABRI, you know say across the country maybe network you do baby just a phone call. Which man mobilizing the party just like that. The great battle line is drawn.
Yo, happy birthday and so. Na Sabri we say no. No park kakra. Wo de ba midday ewo. America ho. Into Times Square, the local Subiano.
About 11. About 11 was it?
Me braba ko. Friend Brabro was a swear. The Ocos Wagina. Commander, Nyame enka ho baby I will be a. Right. Enti young fancy I say na Abramwe. Safu ya wie Yapon. Yapon.
Ofa mu nyina kama.
Yapon.
Ofa wadaro. Ofa mu nyina.
Okay, 1 second.
Ofa me da say em say masema me ka dey chat one say ewiase afana nyina ofa all the famous leaders nyina I mean ewiase oman bia no there was a leader at some point or transforming oman no Osha Winston Churchill, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, all of them, you know. Okay. Of my reason for saying that, there's something we call executive power. Until Sandy Panobe will do executive power, no, to me, and judging so much. Ebinya biomu de si cathedral. Ebinya biomu de yenema bea, wow, mine bebre. Alan see a mano, yan a track record in Juma Obi MPP Abaimu. Alan ministry inquired to me be in Juma over 265,000. Intercontinental free trade or the buy a muamunim de ultimedia. Okay. That's a industrialization drive no started and here executive power no they are to also FBN Juma Amagana. Okay.
Longest serving trade. You still one time 7 years.
Hey, now Becca. Ya John to Mammy and Duku, Potoman